Little early, but that's okay. Testing 1 2 3 to see how everything sounds, and hopefully everything is a-okay. Gonna run through the gauntlet real quick and make sure everything is up to snuff. So if there's a echo, I do apologize, but it's always good to check. Okay, that's good. Next test. Okay, vertical's looking good. This is what you can expect. If you're on the computer, that's how it looks on the phone. You get an even closer look at my face. Amazing, I know. Going down the line, make sure I'm live on TikTok. I hate how it just opens with a video, but it makes sense in the long run. And on today's agenda is Fate Grand Order, so it's Fate Tuesday. Okay, that's all synced up. And I think the last thing we need to check is Twitch real quick, and then we should be good to go. Because it was saying there was some lag, but all right, everything is looking perfect. So I hope everyone is doing well today, if I didn't already say that. Today overall, it was a good day. Watched a interesting movie called Legend of Ochi, or Legend of the Ochi. It had William Dafoe in it, Green Goblin from Spider-Man. And all in all, there was barely any words said, I guess, throughout the whole movie. But I thought it was just a very visually appealing movie to look at. It was a very pretty movie. All right, here we go. So, still can't fully get the full screen without the other method, but this seems to work for right now. Where we last left off, we cleared our first Singularity app for Fuyuki City. I have not played really at all in the offline. I don't think I'm that far in Fate to really know. There's only one thing that I actually did, and that's I leveled up at least all my main servants to level 30, because I figured that would probably be at least smart to get through the story just a little bit quicker. And then the only other thing, of course, it wouldn't be a Fate stream without a few hiccups. That's kind of funny. Yep, it just completely restarted. It seems to do, again, I prepped this 30 minutes beforehand. I've had it open, and just now when I logged back in at 9, it decides to reset, which is kind of funny. But at least it loads up quickly, so it's not a huge deal. It's just a little annoying from time to time, but oh well. They should at least make a PC client. That would make things a whole lot easier, you know? But alas. Also, speaking of Fate in general, there's going to be some Fate YouTube shorts coming out. Now, I don't know how, it will kind of be interesting to see how successful they are compared to like Blue Archive and stuff like that. Well, at least I got more login stuff, actually, so it's not a total loss. We got another set of friend points, more QP points, and another Saint's Quartz. So now we might have enough for almost 3 summons. Sweet. So if nothing else, that's kind of good. Oh, I also have not decided to do my 5 special servant summon yet. If I was going meta, I guess the pick is this guy, Zhu Liang, I believe. Yeah, I think that's who it was. But I might choose someone else. It really depends on how I'm feeling and what character I want. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time, because from what people were saying last time, I don't have to worry about it until like a year later. So I'm pretty sure by then I'll at least have a good number of servants, and then I can actually decide who I want to summon and who I don't want to summon. Otherwise, there was one more thing. I know last week I was ending the Fate stream and I said it was over, but then some people showed me something. So now okay, we're just gonna use one of the people. I now unlocked it so I can see the whole skins. So before I could only see what was locked behind, I guess, quote-unquote spoilers. But now we can see the full-on skins that come out. So. And I also learned that you can actually click on the picture and see the servants. So I learned that a little too late, but oh well. Whoa. Apparently you can go sideways with them too. I guess it makes sense because it was built for phone after all. Okay, so remember, we know what's coming in the next 2 years, so use that to plan your roles. That's such a long time to plan. I would like to think that I might be playing Fate Grand Order for 2 years, but I honestly can't say, I mean, after I finish the story, if I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, 2 years ago, I wanted to save for this servant, you know? We'll see though. Maybe as the game goes on, I might change my mind and be like, you know what? I will plan 2 years in advance for this game. If it's even up for 2 more years, I guess. I wonder if the banner reset with the update that it just had. It did. Okay. So we got Senji Muramasa, Grigory Rasputin, BB. We basically have clairvoyance. Okay. Well, it's because Japan's 2 years ahead, right? Abigail Williams. And this is the paid tier. So I'm gonna look up the tier list real quick for Fate Grand Order. I assume it's, at least do you guys know if other people use this? Oh, Rasputin is I don't know why I said Putin. Putin is good to roll. Okay, and that's what everyone else uses. And then thank you for the good luck. I hope you have a good night's sleep. So maybe I'll just go for him then. Is he better than Muramasa? We'll see real quick. Senji. He is in A tier, while Rasputin is higher in A tier. So I'm assuming it's also by... You can see Arash and Chengan in X tier. Yeah, I did notice that. But one that surprised me is I didn't think Orion would be that... No, Oberon would be that high up. But there's Arash right there. And then Chengang. And then the one I really wanted when I first tried to roll, which is the Ibuki. But unfortunately, I didn't get her. I'm also kind of surprised Merlin is up there. Melusine makes sense because everyone loves her, it seems. He's stupid good, okay. Zufu. And then Zilang is what people said I should get with my 5-star servant select. So I'll be using this eventually. I figured as we go through more of the game, I'll actually be able to play a little bit in offline and get more Saints Courts to save up for rolls and stuff. But if Rasputin is good, I'll probably just try to roll for him real quick. Or maybe I'll do one mission and then get one more Saints Courts. That's probably what I'll do. And then we'll roll. And we did the introduction for part 1. Most servants have 50% Noble Phantasm charge skill, but Oberon can charge a total of 70%. Okay. Well, that would make him better then. Ooh, cost is 1/4 of the actual mission. That's cool. A continue item is available as well. Interesting. I think there is a story event going on right now. And recommended level is level 8, but I have everyone at least level 30. And then Oberon's 3rd skill also doubles all Noble Phantasm damage and effects. That is crazy. But that is great to know. Thank you. You know what? We're going to do Barghast. Because why not? Land of the 100-Year War. Okay. We managed to reach here safely. We were teleported by accident last time. This time it's a proper teleport via the coffin with no physical anomalies. And then, so let's say we have a total of Noble Phantasm damage up by 100% right now. He used his third skill and now it's 200% damage up. Well, no wonder he's so sought after then. That's good to know, thank you. But then on the tippy, is it ordered by, like, first slot is the strongest, or just whoever in that tier is kind of, in a way, equal? Because then it also has Scotty Ruler, Koyan, Sakia of Light, and Alteria Caster in the top XE spots. All skills are kind of equal. Okay. And then, did you tag along again? Can Fu Ray ship 2? Did he sneak into Mash's coffin? Probably snuck into the coffin. Seems that way. He must have sneaked into a mine or Fu's coffin. Luckily, Fu was unharmed. Since he is attached to one of us, when we return, he will automatically return as well. In that case, it's no problem. I need to get back safely. In that case, it's no problem. Yes, we share the same fate. I have confirmed the time axis coordinates look like it's the year 1431. That means we're in the middle of the 100 Years' War, but this should be during the war's respite period. Wars get times off. Everyone needs to recoup. Right, the 100 Years' War did not fight for the full 100 years, as the name implies. The war during this era was pretty carefree, relatively speaking. Captured knights were released for monetary payments almost every day. Look at the sky. What is, huh? Yes, we're connected. Not the best quality, but I've got a video feed from now on too. Wait, what's wrong with YouTube? Both of you are staring at the sky like that. Doctor, I'll send you visuals. What is that? There's also a big drawback to Oberon's third skill. At the end of the turn, the servant targeted by that skill will be useless. All buffs will be removed, and they will be targeted for 3 turns. And he's still top tier because of that, though? I mean, and despite that? They'll also be affected by a permanent sleep debuff? You mean throughout that instance, right? Not like after you use it on a character, it carries over to any existing battle that they do then. I'm surprised he would still be XE tier if that's the case. They'll be permanently asleep for the rest of that fight. Okay, that makes more sense. A ring of light. No, some form of magecraft cast over the satellite orbit. In any case, it's gigantic. At worst, it's as big as North America. No records show such phenomena occurring in 1431. It's surely one of the reasons for the disappearance of our future. We'll have to analyze it in our end. You guys concentrate on surveying on site. Start by searching for ley lines. And right now, while we're here, if I remember correctly, we have Jean going berserk and slaughtering everybody. His third skill is used as a finisher, as usually the enemies in the third wave have the most health. So then would it be I guess like maybe would he be used to buff Arash then to do like even more nuclear damage, or would it be just like a servant with a good AoE Noble Phantasm that would also be used to double its damage? What the doctor said. Explore the area, make contact with the people of this era, set up the summoning circle. There are many things to do. Either works. Okay. We have to knock them out one at a time. Let's first move towards a city. Confirming. Looks like a French scout brigade. What do we do? Should we attempt to make contact? Bonjour. Hello, excuse me, we are travelers. They don't speak the language. Enemy attack, enemy attack. Okay, Yoo-hoo, I'm free now. Let me see what you're up to. Wait, you're surrounded by an armed group. I apologize, my mistake. I should have greeted them in French. They know what you were saying to begin with. Was that the problem? Of course, but now I believe that combat is unavoidable. You're starting with a fight with French elites even. Well, let's calm down first. That world is isolated. No matter what happens, a time paradox can occur, so engaging them won't be a problem, but... Doctor, give us an idea. Don't you know any French jokes for times like this? Darn if I know. I'm a loner, but wait, let me think. I just need to think of a witty joke, right? Like knock knock. I'm hearing a silly voice from somewhere. All hands ready your weapons. They're too suspicious. I apologize. It was wrong of me to expect something from the doctor. I think it would be bad to harm the locals. We should attack to hold them back. You stooped as low as Roman, or what are you talking about now, Mash? Did I say something wrong? In that case, hit him with the back of your blade. Limit the bloodshed to a minimum. Back of the blade. With a shield? I'll think of something fire. No, burning is out of the question. Well, time to beat up some French guards, I guess. Great introduction. Little bit of a longer loading time too, apparently, but that's okay. But that is cool about Oberon's skill overall. Thank you for the info. I don't know if I'll be trying to get him or not, but... yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we are just gonna decimate these guys. And now these guys, even not our servants or our servant assist, we should be able to pretty much knock these guys out in one hit, hopefully. Like that, perfect. Yeah, so Summer Barghest's gimmick is that she can have either a single target or AoE on Noble Phantasm. Well, let's see this awesome Noble Phantasm. Darn, never mind. I guess it's good to start reading the skills that I have too real quick. If nothing else, this might make it so we can use it next round. Was she just using a vacuum cleaner? Oh no, a hose. Or something. Kinda crazy. Maybe if we're lucky on the final turn, we'll be able to do it. Nope. Oh well. There'll be plenty of times to see everyone's Noble Phantasm. Her second Ascension art is a maid outfit. Say less. Definitely one of the characters I'll be trying to get. Sigh. Physical fatigue aside, the mental fatigue is overwhelming. Good job using the back of your blade. I didn't even know that was possible with a shield. I learned something today. But it seems like I didn't hit hard enough. They've retreated. They're going back to their fort. Let's quickly chase them and see what's going on. Try not to aggravate them next time. Make sure you talk to them in French, okay? Well, I know Dankashu is German, so we're gonna go Roger that. Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. I see, perfect. Leave it to me. Well, surely it won't go wrong. Well, you have to wait till next summer to try and get her, so she won't be, what's it called? In a regular, like there won't be a chance to get her in a poll. It's just, once the time is over, it's over, unfortunately. Darn. Well, time to roll for, I guess we can see who else we can get, right? So, Rasputin. I don't know why I'm saying Poutine. Who else is available on this poll? Okay, so we get Alter Ego, Grigory, Rasputin, and then we can get Saber, Mordred, Alteria, Orion, Napoleon, Francis Drake, We could get Zhang Liang. That could be handy. Florence Nightingale. Great Stone Statue God for Moon Cancer. Okay, so they at least still give a... Wait, did I see Beowulf? Pretty sure I just saw Beowulf. Oh. I didn't even know he would be in this game. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, there he is. I guess he looks like this. Which is kind of cool. It makes sense that he's a berserker. Definitely. Berserker of El Dorado. Also, just a heads up, we may be getting Melisson around October this year. Okay. Well, that'll be definitely someone to save up for. Let's see if we get lucky here. Thank you for that heads up. Now that's something I can plan and save for. That's a little closer. Okay, nothing good there. Nope. More crafting essence. Come on, give me at least one servant. I got Fergus. Okay. He is a 3-star, so I can't complain there. A guy with purple hair, huh? And he knows Lancer. That's kind of cool. Oh, I did get Geronimo from Friendship Summons. That was kind of interesting too. I don't know if that's lucky or not. But it was I think one of the first 3-star servants I got from Friendship Summons. Phantasm Species, Craft Essence. Record Holder, Craft Essence. Again, 2 record holders. Covering Fire, Craft Essence. Billy the Kid as Archer, that makes sense. Art of Death, Craft Essence. Okay. Okay, final summon as of right now. 3rd time's the charm, as they say. There's a secret servant you can get in the friend point summons, the only 0-star servant. He really is bad though. Okay. Oh, I got Gilgamesh but a child. Crazy shorts. What's the servant's name? Gentle Affection, Craft Essence. Average 1, Craft Essence. Cleaner, Craft Essence. Okay, at least that's a cool rider. At least that's 2 cool riders, actually. Okay. Darn. Got Alexander. I feel like that was a bigger explosion. For some reason. Okay, Avenger Angram. And he's level 0? So why is he so bad then? It'd be such a big secret. He's more of an Easter egg, okay. I wonder why they chose him though, out of anyone, to make him kind of the secret bad one. Well, I can make 6 more, so that's good to know. He's a terrifying enemy to fight against, though, because of his noble phantasm. Okay. Now, should I also try to use my summon tickets for this guy, or should I hold off until maybe it's something that I really want to use it for? That's cool, you can see your summon history. And it tells you the days, too. Okay, save for Millicent. I'm perfectly fine doing that. Do the tickets give you a better chance to summon the servant, or not so much? I got 102 days to use these somehow. No, okay. Thank you. Let's see, there's 2 Durgas we could use. Super Orion. We could use Ishtar. Ishtar again. Ushi, Wakamaru, Billy the Kid, and Robin Hood are solid 3 stars. You still use them sometimes? Well, because you can turn 3 stars to 4 stars, right? Like you can keep upgrading them, or is it 5 stars stay at 5 stars and etc.? We'll use Anastasia too. All excellent boss killers. Okay, thank you. This is awful, isn't it? It's a complete ruin of the inside. The outer wall is more or less intact, but you can't call this a fort. Because it's wartime, nothing but wounded soldiers here. Now that would still be impossible. In 1431, Charles VII of France entered a peace treaty with Philip III, an ally of England. Of course, I'm sure there were some skirmishes. Ah, here they come again. Bonjour, we are travelers. We are not here to harm you. Please put down your weapons, monsieur. You're not the enemy? That was rather easy. Perhaps they're rational now, or they have no more fight left in them. We did just clobber them. Why didn't Charles VII sign the peace treaty? King Charles, so you don't know? The king is dead. He was burned by a witch's flames. Dead by witch's flames? It's Jeanne d'Arc. She has risen again as the Dragon Witch. England retreated quite a while ago, but where... some translation error, but where we have to run. But where we have to run to. But where do we have to run to? This is our home, but there's nothing we can do. Jeanne is a witch? Who is Jeanne? Jeanne d'Arc. Saint Jeanne d'Arc, the savior. She's a world-renowned hero. A woman who stood up to save France from being conquered in the late stages of the 100 Years' War. She saved France at age 17 and managed to reclaim Orleans in just 1 year. But she was caught by the English army, and after an inquisition, burned at the stake. They say that from the time of her imprisonment till her burning, she endured gruesome torture and humiliation daily. England wanted to prove that she was not a saint, but a heretic. So they tried to torture her into saying, "I did not hear the Lord's voice." However, her heart remained true. Even while burning, she held on to her prayers. Later, her honor was recognized, and after 400 years, she was officially made a saint. A powerless girl's wishes changed the world. In that regard, Jeanne d'Arc is definitely a top-ranked heroic spirit. Yeah! Here they are. Magical energy signals are headed here. Familiars created using human bodies, skeleton soldiers. This time it's different. Both of you can be as wild as you want. Yes, let's pulverize them. It really is a sad story though, but at the same time, great, you know? Avengers are effective against rulers and weak against moon cancers. You know what? I did not know that. That is good to know. Let's see if we can wipe out in one round. Nice. Double nice. Come on, can we get a triple? Let's go. I'm definitely glad I at least decided to level up some people to clear things a little bit quicker. Okay, that increases hit chance. Applies invincible. You know, why not? Now let's see her Noble Phantasm. Hello, welcome. You came at a good time to see this Noble Phantasm. Oh, she turns him into a snow cone. Huh. Okay, for 87,000 damage. Interesting. Well, time to do some overkill damage still. It's kind of crazy how you can join a game almost 10 years later, and at least as of right now, progress through it super fast just because you have a bunch of people who have 120 at least level accounts. Or servants even. The servant's profile has been updated. A new voice has been added to my room. Sweet. I'm telling you though, if this game was made now, I am absolutely positive the live 2Ds would go insane. It would be crazy. Okay, we gotta do this one again. This time with an assassin character. So we got Kama, Gray. Year 1 though was brutal. Unfortunately, I have no idea. I was not there for the beginning. I'll probably be there for the end though, by the looks of it. Oh yeah, so this was one of the other crazy on the tier list. She was ranked... No. Yes. Yeah, she's ranked super high for some reason, this servant. Leveling characters was a pain in the butt. I hear even still now, progressing through this game can be kind of a pain. Also, thank you for the confirmation. Good work. You guys, I can't believe you took them on. We're used to it anyway, I'm sorry, but could you please explain this from the start? Is it true that Jeanne d'Arc has been resurrected? Yes, I took part in the Siege of Orleans and the ceremony, so I remember it well. Her hair and skin color are different, but there's no question that she's the saint from the past. Hearing that she'd be captured by the English and burned at the stake, we trembled in fury. Her first skill is 50% Noble Phantasm charge and can reduce the target skill cooldown by 2 turns. Huh. Okay. And if I remember correctly, no PvP in this game, right? It's strictly just you in the game. But she was resurrected and through a pact with the devil, no less. What do you mean, the devil? Like the skeleton soldiers earlier? No PvP? Okay. Not those. At least those we can handle ourselves. Ruh-roh. Darn it, just as I thought. Here they come. Engage. Come on, stand up. Dragons are here. If you don't resist, they'll eat you. Large creatures are shown to be near you. They're moving in fast. Visual confirmed, but that it can't be. Dragons? Wyverns? Dragons in France? That is a subspecies of dragons called wyverns. Darn. That is definitely a creature that should not be in the 15th century France. Or really any time period. It's coming. Respond with full force. This is different from those old bones earlier. Okay, her skill 2 increases one ally's damage against human enemies by 50%. And human enemies are everywhere. That's why she's so top tier. Okay. Who can this be? She looks familiar. Soldiers, douse yourself with water. You can momentarily defend against their flames. Huh? You there, please pick up a weapon and fight. Together with me, follow me. Lots of memes from this Singularity, especially Savior of France, Sasaki Kojiro. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull up a picture so I see if I know it before. Okay, I recognize the guy because he was in the anime for that little respite. This guy. It also increases their damage against enemies with man attribute by another 50%, which again is everywhere. That is insane. This is... Oh, she's a servant, but her energy is weak. What is she? I have no idea what she could be. I wonder... I mean... It must be... Oh, the game crashed. It must be partially history, maybe why they're that specifically strong. I don't know. Or something in that specific character's lore that makes it give them that abilities. So in one skill, the damage you can do will basically double. Okay. There we go. At least we can resume when it crashes now. Sorry about that, everyone. I'll try to figure something out. Maybe I will just end up downloading the other player. But, if BlueStacks keeps doing it, it's going bye-bye. Time to clear this dragon with ease. Okay, increase Buster Card effectiveness. And then this is the second skill. It's very funny that I used the one dragon battle with her. Maybe we can still be lucky. No. Oh well. I'm sure she'll kill in one hit. Maybe not. The second skill still gives you crit stars. Okay. Well, might as well use it. Might as well just use everything. We'll do this. I did. I got very lucky with those two rolls. So far, they're my best summons. And then I also got Zenobia and her. I don't want to say it's Necropolis, but it's something similar to that name. And those are my top servants so far. I believe that was the last. Alright, fine job everyone. I was watching with sweaty palms and sweets in my hand. Thank you. Chris? Is that how you would say it? That's how it looks, how it sounds, but okay. Thank you. Those were the sweets that I got, right? Huh? What is that? Right? I found them in the command room next to the tea, so I thought I got them as a token of gratitude for when we returned from this order. Needless to say, they weren't for you, but for me, who no doubt fought bravely on the front lines. Mash, you become such a thoughtful person. Gobble gobble. I must say, that these are some really tasty sweets. I'm sure I would be thrilled too. He's gonna eat them all though. When we return to Chaldea, please reserve enough combat resources for one attack. I registered one more enemy that I'd like to hit with the back of my blade. Impossible, no way. Run, the witch is here. Huh? A witch? Thank you very much. No, that was nothing. Before that, your name. Ruler. My servant class is Ruler. My true name is Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc? The one that became a witch? We'll talk about that later. It is nothing we should speak of in front of them. Come on, over here. We've been invited. What should we do? Never go to a witch's house. But let's follow her in this instance. I agree as well. She looks weakened, but she's a servant too. I'm sure she's aware of the situation in this era. Let's ask her for details. You know, she doesn't seem that strong. And she did help us fight the dragon, so, or wyvern. Nice, 1 whole Saints Quartz. We got gray, comma. Skill level 5. You know what? Let's do gray next. It's fun going through when you have no idea really how many servants there are, and it's kind of like a peek into the future of what I should try to aim to go for. I guess not only depending on looks, but noble phantasms and their skills as well. So it works out in a lot of ways. There are few in numbers, but there does seem to be some evil presence. We are close to the fort. Before they invade, let's take them out. Well, that was a quick interaction. Pretender. Pretenders are effective against alter egos, weak against foreigners, deal high damage to save. Who would be labeled as a foreigner? Is that like a collab servant or something like that? I am learning about so many different classes. Oh, another dragon. Basically, they're foreign to the earth, hence foreigner. Well, what servant would be foreign to the earth then? The moon cancer ones, or? Dang. Gray's kind of like a Ruby character. Nice. Servant profile has been updated. I mean, as long as I guess it's not a spoiler, if you can name one, that'd be kind of interesting to learn about. But they will explain more in part 1.5, which is after the 7 singularities. Okay, so I won't know about that probably for months at the rate we're going. You know what, now we'll use comma, but with the level 5 skill. Have I just started? I started streaming about 45 minutes ago, or if you're asking if I've just started this game, yes, I'm just now doing my first Singularity in the 100-Year War. And I'm reading through the story and everything like that. Okay, Abigail Williams. So again, though, I wonder why she would be considered a foreigner or not of this earth if it's based on a real person. Interesting. Enemy has been wiped out. Good job. Yes, I think we can settle down here. Well, I guess without spoiling it then, huh? You got good servants for starter? Why, thank you. I'm very lucky. Can't wait for me to find out. Okay. First, please tell me your names. Understood. My individual name is Mash. This is me, Boog da Goob. Masters, so there are masters even in this Holy Grail War. Quite a connection. Okay. Well, that will be very interesting. No, it has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War. I am just a demi-servant. Demi-servant? Not a true heroic spirit. Have you heard of us? Right, we should probably clear that up first. I am indeed a servant. My class is ruler. I understand that. But a majority of information about the Holy Grail War that should be provided is missing. No, not just information. My stats have ranked down as well. Not only have I lost the anti-servant command spells, I can't even reveal their true names anymore. That's not good. Luckily, this is my homeland where I was born and raised. If nothing else, I still speak the language. That soldier earlier was saying that Jeanne d'Arc turned into a dragon witch. Having just materialized a few hours ago, I am not sure what's going on. It seems there is another Jeanne d'Arc in this world. A Jeanne that murdered King Charles VII of France and committed the slaughter at Orleans. So does that mean two of the same servants have been summoned in the same era? If we could access the Holy Grail's records, there should be examples of simultaneous summons. Anyway, one thing is for sure, Charles VII is dead and Orleans has been occupied, which symbolizes the collapse of the nation of France. Sacre bleu! In history, France was the first nation to declare human liberty and equality. Many countries followed suit. I mean, that is why we got the Statue of Liberty from France. One reason why. Representation. Delaying this by 100 years would stagnate civilization. Without progress, we might still be stuck in the Middle Ages. I just heard a voice. Is that Magecraft? What in the world are you all? Also, it seems like... how do I want to word this? You know how sometimes if people watch TikTok or YouTube shorts and stuff like that, they have the street quizzes? It seems like a lot of people don't know that the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France, and everyone just thinks it was made in America. Hello, welcome. And I find that very sad that not a lot of people know that, I guess, anymore. But it seems each generation is getting kind of dumber. Yes. Only on Singularity 1 so far. I just heard a voice. Is that Magecraft? What in the world are you all? Oh, that's right. We didn't introduce ourselves. Nice to meet you, Saint Jeanne d'Arc. My name is Roman. Everyone calls me Roman. I do various support tasks. Nice to meet you. I see. Roman, you tend to be a dreamer. Huh? What is this? A sense of defeat? She complimented me, but I'm not happy at all. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Jeanne. It's our turn now. Our objective is the correction of this twisted history. We belong to an organization by the name of Chaldea. I see, I understand now. To think that this world itself has been incinerated. My worries were so trivial, but now I'm an incomplete servant and even I cannot trust myself. Look, you and Mash can relate. The Jeanne d'Arc that occupied Orleans. Not only that, but those flying dragons. You mean the wyverns? Weird to correct, but okay. There is no wyverns existed in the 15th century France. More importantly, he called you a dragon witch. Yes, I don't want to admit it, but the person controlling those dragons must have been myself. I have no idea how she's controlling them. I never thought about such things during my life. Summoning dragons is the highest form of magecraft, let alone to have this many. It's an impossible feat for modern mages. It should be difficult even for this era's magecraft. That means, if there's anything that could bend rules like this, it's likely to be the Holy Grail. Smooth over chunky. Okay, that just sounds funny enough to say. You're still bringing that up? You're pretty vindictive, aren't you? I see, there are still many unclear points, but I have an idea now. Mademoiselle Jeanne, what are you going to do from here? The objective is clear. Head to Orleans and take back the city. To do that, I must exterminate the Jeanne d'Arc who stands in my way. The Lord didn't show me the path, but I cannot turn my back on this. Even alone, you will fight. She's just like history says. A startling difference from Da Vinci, true. Hey, Holy Archking, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the ride of this epic fate journey. Master and Doctor, our objective and Mrs. John's are the same. I was thinking about our next course of action. How about we help her? I'd even help without a mission. Right, it's best to work together with Jeanne here. It's a rare honor to fight along a saint and savior. Good, then once again, Mademoiselle Jeanne. You just like watching new players play this game? I'm glad I can do that. We have our own objectives, but we want to be of aid to you. Will you allow us to fight under your flag as your companions from now on? Also then, just out of curiosity, also for N-Star, who are your guys' favorite servants? I think before I played this game, it was Jean Alter. But I'm gonna hold off in claiming a new favorite servant until I legitimately play this game more. But for right now, placeholder is Jean Alter. Okay. Yours is two servants, which is Senji Muramasa. Okay, I've seen that one before. And then Morgan Le Fay, another. I just want to make sure. Okay, nice. That's a bad picture, but we'll pull up this one. Sweet. And then Senji Muramasa is the redhead one that's on the banner today, I believe. Yep. And then currently your listed favorite is Morgan or Jean. You swap between those two. Also Morgan Le Fay or a different one? Oh, the pleasure will be all mine. I cannot possibly thank you enough. Thank you, Mash. Boog. I thought I would be in this fight alone. Now at this place and time we shall fight as one. So, Boog, please give us your orders. And then, I don't know if you're still here, either Serpent or Golden, but do you guys have favorite servants as well? We'll also read her skills real quick. Increase NP gauge, yes. Apply guts, might as well. And then decrease maximum HP by 1000 permanent demerits and increase NP charge by 1 level when using NP 1 time 3 turns for a single ally. Sure, why not? We'll see if we can take them all out in one hit. Nope. I got very lucky with these 2 pulls. And then I tried to get Rasputin, and I have not been able to get him yet with 3 pulls. It's been a long time since you played this game. Fair enough. Oh, we get a fight too. I guess maybe not even in the game then. Did you just enjoy the anime or anything like that? No, not 580. Actually, that kind of did a little more damage than I thought it would. Time for overkill. Jeez. I wish it did the total damage. Sometimes it does, but for overkill and stuff like that, it doesn't seem to do it as much. We're almost done with the tutorial missions too, it seems. I'm so ashamed that I said I'd fight on my own earlier. Thanks to you two, I feel stronger than ever. Even if I'm up against myself, a witch, I have nothing to be afraid of. Now the 2 of you are with me. Total damage is for Noble Phantasm only, sadly. Okay. And then, come to think of it, there was a co-op events in the past where masters around the world had to defeat X boss amount of times. Because there's no guilds in this, right? But that's kind of cool if everyone had to come together to fight a world threat. Being called a witch. Oh, that's a raid event. Okay, that makes sense. I am fine. Needless to say, it saddens me that they'd mistaken me for that other Jean. I mean, we're completely different, but it can't be helped. In fact, it hasn't been more than a few days since I was burned at the stake. Usually you'd have to beat a boss a few billion times. That's crazy. If a resurrected me caused a massacre in Orleans, then I can't blame them for being scared of me. I was afraid that the British might be stirred up, but it would appear things are going smoothly. We should seek out the Jeanne who they call a witch and defeat her. But for now, we should scout around first. The goal is simple, but reaching it is not so much. As expected, Jeanne d'Arc is well versed in the art of the war. Like she said, an assault on Orleans is ill-advised. Also, I know I said I would try to watch, I think it was Fate, Camelot, Secrets of the Night or something like that. And then, there's one other Fate that people recommended. Haven't watched it yet. But on the other hand, I finished Monster, and it was a phenomenal ending. A lot of people apparently don't like it. I thought it was perfect in terms of monster quality. Hey, welcome. Glad you could make it. We are doing Singularity 1 for Fate Grand Order. The war, like she said, in Assault, okay, is ill-advised. It's an unfamiliar land and we have yet to set up any bases. For now, take the initiative and gather intel on their defenses. I hope you had a good day today. I hope everyone had a good day today. Not just Roland, but I would like to find out what kind of servant she is. The rest is up to forces. It would be good to have more allies. The Camelot movie, I'd recommend you to read the Camelot Singularity first because I don't really like their adaptations, but you do you. I think people wanted me to watch it just because, so I could understand why Arash would be sacrificing himself and saying Stella. So, I think that's the sole reason. I could be wrong. I mean, they could have just loved it too. Yeah, funny Stella, man. John, is there reading on any other servants besides ourselves? I'm sorry, but as I am now, I am capable of using my ability as ruler to detect other servants. Like other ordinary servants, I cannot detect them unless I am within a certain distance. Wait, what about the other John? Today was a good day. Thank God. By the way, how was your day? It was good overall. Got more work done. Didn't get as much work done as I wanted to today, but all in all, it was still a good day. I was careless, there is that possibility. The other me, no, Wish Jeanne, it's too confusing. I also refer to her as Dark Jeanne, or Jeanne Alter. Anyway, if that Dark Jeanne is truly a servant, then her class is like mine, ruler. If that is the case, she will immediately be able to detect our location. We must be prepared for battle at all times. If possible, I would like to minimize our activities in any nearby towns and villages. But without any lead on our hands, I doubt that's possible. Let us head out early tomorrow morning. Boog is a human and should probably get some sleep. Are you alright then? Yes, I am fine. My abilities may have gone down in rank, but I still possess the basic abilities of a servant. But if she's at ruler and her abilities go down, it's surely not that big of a down, right? I mean, I remember in the anime, it took her a while to regain her abilities, so it must be something similar to that. Did Boo go to sleep? Yes, surprisingly quick for someone who is unfamiliar with sleeping outdoors. So are you, Mash, by the way. Is that so? I could be imagining things, but is there something you aren't telling us? I don't mean to pry. I thought it best to confront you in case it should become an obstacle in battle. Quite right, as you wish, I shall tell you. It could be because my summoning was incomplete. They can relate on this. Or perhaps it's because my original self died just a few days ago. How can I put it? It feels as if I'm a brand new servant. A rookie, you mean? Yes, there's no future or past in the thrones of heroes. But I don't have the power to access the records there. Therefore, it is difficult for me to act as a servant. It feels like going into battle for the first time all over again. And that bubbly-looking mage from before, he called me a saint and savior, but even with that expectation, I have no such power. So the thing is, I fear that I will become a burden to you. John, if that's all then, it's alright. Huh? I mean, this also feels like my first battle. We are the same. As a demi-servant, I cannot fully harness my power as a heroic spirit. Well, however, the heroic spirit inside of me said it's okay. And Boog trusts someone like me. I don't know how to say this, but I didn't choose to fight to prove something. Boog, or me, is simply trying to do what should be done, I think. So it's alright, there's no reason for you to worry. Thank you, I feel a little better. I'm pretty familiar with this era and this country. Let's give it our best tomorrow. Yes. That would be very trippy to die and then 3 days, or not 3 days later, but 2 days later come back or something like that. In this sense, anyway, to start a 100-year war or to end a 100-year war. By the way, do I need help? You can add, I mean, if you would like to, I will always take more people. Currently, it's kind of crazy. Right now, I have, I'll put my pin in real quick. If you guys want to, there's no pressure though. There we go. I'm gonna unpin it. And what time is it now? It's 10, so in 120 minutes, in 2 hours, go unpin. There we go. Sweet, thank you. But I'm very lucky and fortunate. I have level 154, 144, 163, 164, 136, 159, 151, 154, 154, 147, 132, 149, 161, and 155. I have yet to have someone friend me who is under 120. It is insane the amount of help I've gotten in this game. It's very nice so far. So I appreciate it, thank you. Okay, it's not there yet, so we'll look at it probably. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Now where'd you go? Okay, so your top 2 servants are Muramasa and then Morgan Le Fay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ruler. Beast. You got some pretty cool servants as well. Ooh, spooky. Ultra Exo or Ego. Okay, you're aiming kind of semi-meta. Fair enough. How long have most people been playing? Because at least to my understanding, it's at least the average I found is like 3 or 4 years that people have been playing. Few years, okay. John Alter. I feel like for some reason I can't find your, oh, there she is. You forgot, honestly, but you do remember the start the game in late 2018, or that is some commitment. It's very cool to see, even after all this time, people are still super excited to see new players, or just happy to play the game, or even planning in advance 2 years to summon people. We can check when we got mashed for the exact date we started. Oh, okay. And then crazy, another 163 account. Thank you. It just shows how powerful, not only of an IP, but game series that Fate is. Now, I don't know if it's just for the story or the characters. It's probably a mixture of a lot of things. Because I don't think it's just because it's been around for a long time that people enjoy it. You know? Alright, looking at yours real quick, N-Star. Your favorite was also, so for you, it was 2018, August 1st. Wow. So you just passed your 7-year anniversary. Yeah, a little more than a few years. Oh, and you commit to both playing North America and Japan. Crazy. Now looking back up real quick, this one's kind of cool. Odysseus. Berserker Morgan. Moon Cancer Archetype Earth Saber. Kind of crazy. Classic Saber. Ishtar. Blonde Ishtar. Morgan Lady of the Water. Ruler, Jean Alter. Or no. Just regular Jean. My bad. Orion. That's kind of a cool one. Oops. Didn't mean to pull it back out, but oh well. So many stacked accounts. I hope one day I'll have a cool account. Just seeing these. But I guess through association, you know. Moon Cancer BB. Musashi. Very, very cool. Don't worry, you will. By the way, your servant you just saw is full free to play, so definitely you can reach our level one day. You know, but then here's the sad thing is, let's say I committed for 7 years. I wonder, will this game be around for another 7 years? Or did I just miss the ride and I'm getting on right at the end? You know? They'll just make Fate Grand Order 2 or something. Or they might keep it forever, but I mean, generally speaking, the servers always go down one day. Maybe if I make it huge as a streamer, I'll just... No, I probably wouldn't just buy a bunch of servants. I'd probably make another account. Have one free-to-play account and then one bot account. Not as in buying an account, but paying for that, you know. After all, you never expected a part 1.5 or 2. Ooh, and then fun fact, Anniversary 10 just went by in Japan. They've been hunting there, or will be more than 11 anniversary. So I guess they'll still be going till who knows. Can we get a 15 or 20? Ah, hinting, okay. Who should we use next? There's David. We've used Durga. You know what? Let's use Super Orion. That sounds cool. Information gathering. Let's see. JP side got 1000 SQ for their anniversary, if you're not wrong. Saints Quartz, right? Which means... How many? That's at least over... Because it's 30. Oh, I did times, my bad. I have no idea why this is wigging out. There we go. 1,000 divided by 30. So it's at least 33 10 poles. That is crazy. First, let's cut through this forest and head to Orleans. Of course, it will be difficult to enter directly, but we might be able to get some information from the surrounding towns and forts. Wait till she hears about New Orleans in America. If worst comes to worst, if France doesn't work out, there's always America. We're almost at, I almost read that as LA. La Charite. If we can't get any information here about Orleans, we'll have to get closer. I'd rather avoid that as much as possible. As long as I am still uncertain about the forces we have, we cannot engage. You're really cautious or you're really calm? Well, I am the master here, so kind of a little too cautious. No, to be honest, I am panicking. No matter how you look at it, the other me cannot be in her right mind. What that monster will do by controlling the people, it's easy to imagine. Overwhelming power and hatred can easily destroy a person, no matter how noble they are. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Wait a minute, a serpent was detected just ahead of your current path. Its location is in La Charite, which is your destination. Huh? It's getting further away. Oh no, I've lost it. Too far away. What is it? Suddenly climbing on my head. You want to see the sky over there? The town, it's burning. She was on a dragon, you guys. Let's hurry. It couldn't be. Doctor, life form detection. It's no use. There's nothing alive left in that town. It can't be. Wait, just now a sound. Wait a minute, that's... No, it can't be. Looks like they've turned into the living dead. We'll scatter them. That's too bad. Get burned down. Classic Orleans. Classic blue stacks crashing. Dragons and wyverns everywhere. True. The courageous king of ancient Persia from the 4th century BC, known as the last king of Persia in the Achaemenid dynasty, stood in the way of Macedonia's king of conquerors, Iskandar, as his rival many times. Resume. Now, do most people play on their phones, or do they also play on a PC client like BlueStacks, or I think it was KD Player or something like that? Dang, he's big. And he's an archer? Crazy. You play on your phone for convenience? Fair enough. Someone was trying to get me to use certain ultimates to see if it could break my phone, and then they were disappointed when I told them I was on the computer. It was kind of funny. Oh, so close. I feel like at level 30, I should be taking out level 9 people with no problem. You know, we're gonna use all his stuff too. Why not? Some of the servant noble phantasms pretty heavy. Yeah, I see some people game crash because of it. That's too bad. But I am not gonna lie, it would be a little funny. In another life, you know. Oh, I ended up poisoning myself. Boom. Close but no cigar. Yes, I am a new player. We are currently in the first Singularity of the 100-Year War. 75k crit damages with no Noble Phantasm. Classic Orion. Also, classic Archer not actually having a bow, it seems. But where is he on the tier list, Orion? I feel like, I know he's a couple people's favorite. Super Orion is A+, so he'd be someone to watch out for too, actually, if we manage to pick him up. Nice. That's just the joke with the Archer class. Barely any of them use bows. Yeah. Are you all right? Yes, I'm fine. Intense dialogue. Because in the main series, I don't remember. I know who he is, but the regular Archer and Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero, he used daggers until his Noble Phantasm, right? Which is where he says, "I'm the bone of my sword" or whatever. Super Orion is stupid strong. With a single Buster card, you easily hit 6 digits damage. Yeah, fun fact, Super Orion is probably one of the few rare servants that can hit so hard because it hit the crit buff cap at 500% crit. Well, and then I assume he could do even more damage if he's buffed or something like that, right? Who do we want to use next? I guess we'll use this guy. So this little thing here, is that a crafting essence attached to it, or is this something else? And then I saw people do like 3 to 10 million damage easy with him with a buff setup. Okay, and it is a craft essence. Okay. Thank you. So then, I remember I got the Black Grail. Who would that go towards? Or what would that go towards? They're still here. They look like wyverns. Are they? No way. Are they devouring the corpses? Zombie dragons. Stop it. I'm going. Okay, Black Grail is for DPS. Also, great name, by the way, Cheese Boy. What's your favorite cheese? I'd have to say mine's probably Parmesan. I got Black Grail this early. You know, and the messed up part is I didn't even realize it. And I'm like, oh, Black Grail, that's not the servant I want. And then people are like, you should actually pay attention to what you're summoning. But you know what? Fair enough. That support servant once won Most Grailed Servant of the Year award. Interesting. And that was like an official poll and stuff, right? Also, it's just a cool name too. Black Grail. I guess we'll do this. And then who's a 3-star? The guy I'm using now, Okada Izo. We're gonna save our Noble Phantasm for the final round. Ah, okay. And he can do this much damage. Well, then also, David's another big one too, right? Let's do some serious crazy damage. At level 5, no less. It was during the 2018 Winter Festival where he won first place. Oh, okay. A genius swordsman. 97,000. That's a good amount of damage right there. I think that's one of the highest we've seen. Izio's gimmick is that he's a human killer. He does stupid amounts of damage to human enemies, which I'm told is one of the most common types, which is very good to know. That was the last of the wyverns. No sign of the enemy nearby. The battle is over. It's because some servants hit their niche during fights, special damage to special enemy. That's why some servants hit harder than others. That makes sense. John? It was most likely me who was behind this. We can't be sure of that yet. No, I can tell I'm sure of it. There's just one thing I don't understand. How much do you have to hate others to wreak such havoc? I can't understand it. Hold up. The servants that just left have reversed course. This isn't good. They must have realized you're here. How many? You must be kidding. There are 5. Jeez Louise, they're fast. Are those riders or something? We don't stand a chance against them. We must run. But we might be able to face them if we had the same numbers. But there's no way you can fight an opponent that's several times stronger than you, is there? I mean, we beat Saber just fine. Let's retreat as any sane person would. It says so in the 36 strategies of war. John, servants are closing in. I won't run. I must at least find out what their true intentions are. But it's no use. We won't make it. Mash, just run. Got it? Ooh. Probably wouldn't leave her behind though, knowing Mash. Cough, cough, Arash. True. Dark Jean. Uh-oh. Now it's recommending a Berserker. So we got Galatea, or Galati, depending on how you pronounce it. Altria Caster. Arjuna Alter. You know what? We're gonna do Ibuki. Or are you saying that I should use Arash for this round? Because I don't mind using him either. I at least know how to use them. Use Foreigner. Use whoever I want. Okay. Well, wouldn't it say Foreigner specifically, would it? Or that would be this, it looks like. So Ruler, Altar. Which one's the Foreigner symbol? Foreigner has class advantage, okay. There's Ruler. Yeah, so which symbol would that be? A star icon? So like this one. Kukulon. The star, okay. That's not a star. I think I've only seen Mysterious Hero. You know what? We'll use that one. Why not? Just for funsies. If you click the class affinity button at the top, it'll show you. Okay, thank you. And since you're still an early player, you recommend use anyone that you haven't used so you can use to new servants. That makes sense. Thank you. What on earth? Who knew? Who knew such a thing could happen? Ugh. Could someone please pour some water on me? This is bad. It's awful. I think I'm really gonna lose it. It's so funny, I might die from laughing. Take a look, Giles. Look at the pathetic girl. What is she, a wimp? A mouse? A worm? A pathetic excuse for a man? Either way, they're all the same. So, punny, I can't even muster any sympathy. Ah, truly, a country that could only cling to me. Comparing them to to mice is an insult to mice. Hey, Giles, don't you think so? Oh, I see, we didn't bring Giles along. You, who are you? I think it's kind of obvious. I could ask the same of you, right? As a leader, let me answer that. I am Jean d'Arc, the saint devoted to France, the other me. What? That's nonsense. You are no saint, just as I am no saint. But that is already a thing of the past. More importantly, why did you attack this town? Why, you ask? As this same Jean d'Arc? I thought you would understand. Are you stupid now that your alignment has changed? The reason I attacked the city? What a foolish question. It's obvious, isn't it? It is for the sole purpose of destroying France. I am, after all, a servant. Politically, economically, these methods take too long. Is it not better to simply physically crush everything? Such foolishness. Such foolishness. The foolish ones are us, Jeanne d'Arc. Why did you want to save this country? Why did you want to bring salvation to these people? All the while knowing that they are the ones who spit on and betrayed us. That is, I will be fooled no longer. I will be betrayed no longer. I no longer hear the voice of the Lord. The fact that I cannot hear his voice means the Lord no longer blessed this country. So I will destroy it in accordance to the Lord's grief. I will cut away all the bad seeds at the roots. As long as the human race exists, so will my hatred. I will remake this France into a land of the dead. That is how I will save this country, by the hands of the new Jeanne d'Arc, reborn through death. I suppose you could never understand, always playing the saint. Impossible for a pretty little holy virgin who pretends not to see hatred and joy and is incapable of human growth. No, what is human growth to servants? If you're going to call it something, you would rank up as a heroic spirit. There appears to be a noisy fly here. Should I kill it if it gets too annoying? Wait, the console's on fire. That servant can burn her enemies with just a glare? Are you really me? I have played my part for you so clearly, yet you still have doubts. This rage is an ugly justice. It's not that you cannot understand it. You do not even have the will to try it. But I understand, seeing you, I have realized all there is to the heroic spirit that is myself. You are neither ruler nor Jeanne d'Arc. You are nothing but some leftover residue that I threw away. Dang. If you were the same existence in class as I, then I should have felt something. But you are worthless, nothing but a ghost with a misguided effort to recreate history. Berserker Lancer, Berserker Assassin, finish off that country girl. You're getting tired of small prey, aren't you? Rejoice, they are strong. Among all the servants I summoned, your thirst for blood is the strongest. You exist to crush the brave, devour them to your heart's content. Berserker Lancer, very well. Now I'll have your blood. And not so fast, my king. I would like to partake of her flesh and blood, as well as her insides. Creepy. So greedy. And her soul? Who gets to take her soul? There's no gain in taking her soul. Do you think honor or reputation can maintain my beauty? Very well. Then I shall take her soul. It's quite ironic, though. I am able to understand her beauty only after I have fallen as a blood-sucking devil. Yes, that is precisely why I cannot hold back my emotions. I will not forgive anything more beautiful than me, no more than that. The blood of those more beautiful than me can only elevate my beauty. Ah, how fun it is to crush such fresh fruit. I'll throw away the skin and just enjoy the juice. Creepy. This is the privilege of being a noble of the night. I'll squeeze every last drop out of you. Let's do this. Right. Jeanne, get ready, they're coming. Understood. Yeah, no, thank you. And shielders apparently can block anything. They're kind of the, maybe the normal type Pokemon of Fate. A fatal battle? Well, too bad he's gonna get blown up. Let's see, what do we got here? Apply Invincible. Apply Ignore Invincible and increase NP gauge. And apply Special Attack, Threat to Humanity. Okay. What does this do? Oh, we're close. You know what, maybe if we mess around just a little bit, we might be able to get enough. And then we can see your Noble Phantasm. Actually, he did a good amount of damage. No, never mind. It wasn't worth it. Well, do your thing, Mysterious Heroine X. Let's go. See, that makes sense for a foreigner, you know? That gave a lot of XP too. I can't believe you couldn't finish off a young girl. I wonder if you felt sympathy for her. Kindness doesn't suit you. It's not very monster-like, Dracul. Dracul, no way. Vlad III, Romania's greatest hero, also known as the Lord Impaler? Who knew that you'd reveal my true name in front of others? I'm extremely displeased. I think it's kind of obvious though for that one. What's wrong? I would rather be remembered by a bad name than not at all. Besides, I prefer to be called by my true name. Dread and despair, faintly spiced with hope. The ones with the best cries are the little squirrels who think I can't escape. Or I can't escape. Okay, most foreigners are usually Lovecraftian horrors like Cthulhu. Oh, okay. And then seeing the first Singularity is nostalgic. I mean, because it's like 10 years ago, right? But in the end, you were driven to ruin by the hands of those who actually escaped. Elizabeth Bothery, otherwise known as Carmilla. How humorous your tragic end was. The writing has improved so much then, thank goodness. Because one thing I'm noticing, at least playing through it, is there's lots of repeating information, almost like it's treating you like a baby, where it has to constantly remind you of the things going on. Even as you're damned as a vampire, you still cling to your noble heart. You mean to say that I cling to my faith even now? Stop this instance. I told you that you could devour freely, but not forget who is friend and foe. Turn your animosity to those little girls now. Save your petty squabbles for later. Ah, you misunderstand, Master. Secretly, I idolize Count Vlad as a leader. Oh, that's the first I've heard of it, comparing idolizing with plotting assassination. Wow, they're fighting amongst themselves. It's a bad work environment over there. Do not let your guard down. They still intend to kill us. The beginning singularities were mid, and then they locked in. But again, I think it's every gacha game is always probably the testing phase where the first 1 to 3 chapters are like, meh, it's not that great. And then once they finally get some momentum and money coming in, they're like, okay, we can actually invest and write a good story. You know? We'll do this one. Oh yeah, by the way, which 5-star you choose from the 5 stars? I'm holding on to it right now. If I had to go, I think based off the tier list, people said saying Zhu Liang, or however you pronounce his name, is the one to choose. And then come to think of it, Limbus is the same. First few chapters are alright, but the good stuff comes later. I think that's for every single gacha. If you like went to a Blue Archive stream right now, or Arknights, or really any, and ask when does it get good, I guarantee you they're gonna say at least after chapter 3. And then I am holding on to that servant box for now, until I can get some better summons and then decide who I want. Alright, it's my turn. Please don't mistake me for that kind Count Dracula. Master, Elizabeth, do you know her? The Blood Countess, was it? That's right, like Vlad III, she was feared as a monster. She believed that bathing in the blood of virgins would keep her youthful. She said to have murdered hundreds of girls. Saint's blood is valuable. No woman would let go of a gem placed before her. Okay, and then, oh, the Weber, yeah, he's kind of... Okay. He's kind of like the go-new for players because he gives MP changes to allies so you can faster do noble phantasms, and then you think Fate Grand Order only gets good around the 6th Singularity, and then only started playing 70 days ago, but from what you've heard, though, was super buns at the beginning, not just the story. People played it because it was a Type Moon property. I mean, yeah, I don't think you could recommend Fate Grand Order to anybody, at least to play the game, unless they were already a fan of Fate. I think you'd have to get them to watch the anime first and then go to this, because there's just so many other better gacha games out there right now, you know, unfortunately. And then you have problems like this where they don't even have a PC client and you have to emulate it on a computer or you have to hook it up to your phone. So there is that too. It's because Fate Grand Order back in the day designed as a cash grab, but then NASA locked in with Camelot Singularity, making this kind of like a passion project. Okay. When you say Nasu, what is Nasu? Is that like a writer or something for one of the shows? Oh, she's got 2 dragons with her, or wyverns. Okay, Nasu's the creator or writer for Fate, thank you. Increase attack for 3 turns. Increase Noble Phantasm gauge each turn for all allies, and increase... Yes, I'm definitely doing that. You don't even know why you still play it. It's technically your first type moon thing you touched. So you got in... Did you get into it when it first came out then? Or... No, you said you were playing it for 70-ish days. Do I know of Gilgamesh? Yes. Well, if you see the first version of his Noble Phantasm and compare it to how it is now, the difference is night and day. I have not seen his Noble Phantasm though, but I do know of Gilgamesh. Dang. That's a funny little voice. We're gonna do bing bong boom. See a countess. It's crazy you grinded the 7 singularities in like a week and a half. I mean, that's the only downside to streaming this game, is at least as of right now, there's no content to do offline essentially. Like Reverse 1999, Limbus Company, there's stuff I can do offline to make essentially a better stream experience, but in this game, it's just you go as far as you can. And then for your information, Fate Grand Order did something that rarely ever did with other gacha games, which occasionally do rank up buffs for old and weak servants and update their animation. I mean, I sure hope so with how much money people give them, you know? I mean, I would hope that if the community as strong as it is for Fate, that Fate would return the favor, so that's great to hear. Something doesn't feel right. Was that the reason, Count Vlad? You over there, young lady, you smell horrible. That's rude. A girl of such tender years, yet so battle-hardened. How contradictory. Who is she? Well, technically, I could grind for materials. I don't even know where to do that yet, though. A demi-servant, an anomaly, a cross between a human and a servant. That was my mistake. You two are crueler than the others, but that's why you're so playful. The power creep is really good in this game? Okay. Let the remaining 3 deal with this girl. Uh-oh. I mean, surely we'll be able to handle it, no problem. Ooh, the first Hassan. You know what, let's do the first Hassan, that sounds cool. Did I pass over him? There we go. Oh, darn. My bad. Wait, Carmilla and I can still fight. The Saint's blood belongs to us. That one is underleveled? I mean, we'll be able to do just fine still. As if I would allow mere executioners who know nothing of the radiance of blood, the grandeur of blood, take it. Shut up, know your place, Vlad III. No matter how much authority you may have had in life, you're all equals as servants. You wanted so badly to suck her blood that you unconsciously held back. You haven't learned a thing. I hate people like that. Stay out of it this time, okay? Mash, run, I'll hoard it off. Yeah. You definitely can. I would appreciate it. Let me find my pinned message real quick. How do I find it? I feel like such a boomer sometimes when I'm trying to figure things out. Okay, there we go. Here's my, let me put it in the chat real quick. I can't pin it on YouTube, I don't think. And it might appear twice or it might only appear once. Actually, I should check that too, my bad. Nope, okay, it's on the right one, sweet. No, thank you, I really appreciate it. Okay, oh no, she's sending those 3 after us now. What do we do? Any ideas? Doctor, please calm down. You're starting to make me panic. But this is really bad, right? Okay, where's my email? I need the internet's help. Well, everyone's dead. Off to the internet idol page. Help me. Majimari, help me. Okay. We're being attacked by 3 serpents. What should we do? Okay, send. I guess you'll have to just die and be reborn. Wow, internet idols are harsh. She doesn't know how I feel. How crazy is that? If only they knew how crazy idols and VTubers would be 10 years ago. They were investing on this joke and it finally paid off. Master, I'm gonna try to break through. Stay close. Ultra Eagles are effective against foreigners, weak against pretenders, deal high damage to rider. I didn't realize, I mean, I knew there were some alternates, but before I started playing this game, I only really knew of Ruler as like the exclusive, oh, this is a different servant than the rest. Kind of looks like Ainz a little bit, that's kind of cool. I guess I should have read his abilities too, but it doesn't matter too much. Because he's already got his Noble Phantasm charged, luckily. Okay, debuff resist, and apply guts. Interesting. Boom. I guess it doesn't matter, huh? He's a pretty cool assassin. Alright, time to use our ult. First Hassan, or Gramps as we call him, has a chance to inflict death with every attack. Okay. Hearken, the evening bell tolls thy name. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh. His Noble Phantasm has an even greater chance to inflict death. Good to know. For some reason, my, specifically with this servant, getting relationship is a lot faster with her, and I have no idea why. Because Zenobia has been there the longest, but for some reason, she's just crazy. Also, did you notice how the enemy Gramps killed had no fade out animation? I did not notice that. So what do you mean by that? I guess if you could somehow explain it. That should be enough. Just in case, I will make sure to remove your head from your body. Both of you, please go. Huh? Huh? A glass rose? It's not elegant. Neither is this city, neither is this combat style. I don't like your philosophy or principles either. It was once a bug where an enemy killed by his noble phantasm would just disappear from the field. Oh, okay. Well, because they like died, you know? I would assume. You're so beautiful, yet you shroud yourself in blood and hatred. For good or for evil, shouldn't a human try to be more free? It was fixed at one point, but players loved it so much they put it back in. I mean, that is spitting. A servant? Who could it be? None other than... Oh, it won't reveal. Let's see if I have any other interesting people I can use. It doesn't look like it, so we're gonna... Juden Doji... Osaka Bihime. You know what, we'll use her, why not? I mean, that's cool though that Fate listened enough to add that back in. That's very nice of them. Yes, that's right, I'm so happy. This is what it means to announce oneself as a hero of justice. I know who you are. I also know how powerful and terrifying you are. To be honest, I have to confess that I've never trembled in fear more before anyone else. Yet still, if you intend to invade this nation, then I shall face you, even if I have to tear apart my dress. Why? Because... you are... Oh my, so you know my true name. Have we met before? Splendid female knight. Saber, who is she? Answer me. I can tell who she is even with this murderous rage burning in my heart. Her beauty is unmistakable. The girl they called the Flower of Versailles. She is Mary Antoinette. Queen Mary Antoinette? That's right, thank you for saying my name. And as long as that name exists, I will play my role, no matter how foolish it may be. You, Dragon Witch, who's torching my country. It might be pointless, but I will ask you anyway. Are you evil enough to perform your wicked deeds in my very presence? Ooh, in front of the Queen? Will you declare yourself a greater fool than I, the Queen who failed to stop the revolution? Silence, you lack the right to participate in this battle. Oh, and why is that? You led a life of luxury in a palace and died without even knowing what happened. Are you saying you can understand our hatred? I suppose I can, but that just makes me want to know more, Dragon Witch. What? What I don't know, I learn. That's my policy. That's why I can't bear to look at you like this. Oh, Jeanne d'Arc, beloved saint. All I know is that you're taking your rage out on the innocent. And I've not the slightest idea why. Everything's disappearing into a haze like a girl going for a Sunday walk. I've no words for you. What I do know is this. Along with the Jeanne d'Arc over there, I'm going to make your heart and body mine. Huh? Oh my, oh dear, don't misunderstand me. I just meant that as a queen, I'm going to bring you to your knees. Ooh, that doesn't sound better. It's falling apart. My image of Mary Antoinette is falling apart. Enough of this farce. Very well then, you are my enemy. Servants, first take care of that annoying princess, then the others. Yeah, that didn't sound much better. But I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting that to appear out of nowhere, so I don't think I really know anything of Mary Antoinette overall. At least off the top of my head. Oh, so close. Let's see, what abilities do you have? Increase for 3 turns, and then star drop rate for 3 turns for 1 ally. Okay. There we go. Perfect, and we have the Noble Phantasm ready. Go see how well this works. I did not play that the best, but oh well. Darn dragons. Or wyverns, I guess. Boom. Alright, time to see her, Noble Phantasm. Wyvern Dread. Dun dun dun. So that's gonna wipe him out, and then we'll do that, and then that. Just really overkill. If you want to see things about servants, click on the portraits. Okay. Okay, like this animation is definitely better than some of the other ones. So I guess all she did was buff with her Noble Phantasm. That's kind of just... I was expecting something a little cooler, I'm not gonna lie. Well, in case you don't remember, now you know. She's a support assassin. Okay. Well, now I know. It's still useful. I mean, not for this fight though, in the grand scheme of things, but I can see how in the future this would be handy. I mean, we still won, so she did her job. We survived somehow, so did she. Gasp. She's still useful, but not used a lot by people anymore, only by some Osaka Kabe fans. Okay. So irritating. Yes, that's right, this is a battlefield after all, that's enough talk. You're the enemy of the world, aren't you? So first we must appease the souls of all those you have murdered. Thank you for waiting. Amodius. Or, no, Amadeus, my bad. Crush them like bugs. Leave it to me, Noble Phantasm, Requiem for Death. These are some of our allies that we're going to be getting. One more. Oh, but what a glorious evil sound. Such pressure. Darn. Now then, good day everyone. Arrière. I don't know what that one is. Rider. What is it? Go after them, surely you can catch them on your horse. There's no need to fight. Just tell me where they are and I'll crush them. Yeah, you would advise at the beginning when it says there are multiple enemy classes, you should use berserkers with Noble Phantasms that are AoE, and then we don't speak French, true. Does that Amadeus ring a bell? Mozart. Right? No. Well, I know it's a song. Isn't it Amadeus Mozart? I feel like I'm blanking for some reason. Yeah, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Okay. I wanted to make sure because it's always just Mozart. You don't really hear his middle name too often, so. And then, I mean, I can't think of many other probably famous composers that are used in media like Mozart is. I mean, maybe Bach. I'm trying to think of any others that could even be considered close other than their music that's synonymous with their name. And I can't think of very many. But, I mean, Mozart was in a league of his own, so. Understood. I assure you I'll catch them. Beethoven? I guess that is a very good point. I was blanking on Beethoven. Kind of funny, Fate Grand Order teaches a lot of history that isn't taught in school back in your day. Or back in the days. I mean, true. In a lot of ways. Yeah, so Beethoven, that's another good one. I don't know why I blanked on Beethoven, that's kind of funny. That awful noise is gone, what a shame. I wonder if I can make the servant my pet. I'd stick his head on a phonograph and have him scream all night. That's awful. Ruler, do you think Ryder alone is enough to handle them? It'll be fine. Ryder's Noble Phantasm is perfect for destroying them. But you're right, I should be careful. I'll return and prepare to summon additional servants. Go ahead and cause as much trouble as you like. If you're lucky enough to find them, slay them. You're not going to be beaten by Anne Queen, who never left her castle. Again, another little error. How harsh. I stayed in a castle too. But my talents are matched for any of the others. We just clowned on these fools. Yeah, I learned a surprising amount of Japanese history from Fate Grand Order just from a yearly event. Oh, and then thank you very much for the friend request. We'll go through that in just 1 second then. Saber Lancer, the next time we fight, will you let me handle the enemy rider? May I ask why? She's the person I wish to slaughter most in this world. It will be that woman, Marie, who kneels before me. Oh, Saber, is there something you'd like to add? And then Guda. Or no, Guda. Is it an event in Fate or something like that? I have no idea. You're, oh, okay, I see. I understand now. Thank you. You're right. There's no point in me worrying about your sense of inferiority towards her. What did you say? Stop. I don't care. It doesn't matter who beats who. The result doesn't change. I leave this in your hands. Don't get too out of control. Even anti-heroes have their dignity. Make sure you don't become mere murderers. I mean, I think they're kind of already past that step, aren't they? Oh, it's almost a yearly event. Okay. She flew off, huh? Dragon Witch is certainly the right word for her. The woman we just faced was the real Jeanne d'Arc, wasn't she? What of it? Ours isn't a fake either. And we are servants in search of blood, though you may not be, even in this state. Chevalier Dion, the noble dragoon. I will obey my master. If she wishes to end the world, I will help her. And I too am under madness enhancement. Do not anger me. My apologies. It's hard not to feel pity. The queen they respected who sent them a dress is now her enemy. But that is the fate of a servant. That is the nature of the Holy Grail War. Lancer, let's go. We must search the next city. We are vampires who must drink the blood of the living. Finding our next meal is a matter of life and death. Indeed, none of these meals are satisfactory, but I'll take what I can. But then, I'd say... I mean, the difference between these two is like staggering though. I mean, he's a master tactician of war, and she's just someone who bathed in blood, you know? I mean, still bad and creepy, but he at least did it for a smarter reason than just himself, I would assume, which was to cause fear to everybody, and she just did it to live longer. Or look younger. But all servants are equal, so... Nice. Alright, let's go look at that, your profile real quick, Moonzone.
8月といえばドイツでバイロイト音楽祭が開催される頃慣れた頃ほど油断しやすいもの受け取り忘れにはご注意ください今回
Vlad is like that because he was influenced by the story of Dracula.
戦いは厳しくなる一方ですので
Well, he's like that in the game, right? But Dracula is based off of Vlad the Impaler. So, here, there we go. Wampus, interesting name. Okay, let's look at your servants. Who's your favorite, Moonzone? Yeah, that can't happen to servants. Yeah, because it's the legend, right? Story can't influence them. And then there's a version of Vlad where he isn't affected by the Dracula aspect. That's cool. So we got Mash, Medusa Saber. Nice to see what Zenobia can become. Oh, he's a 4-star. Okay. Don't even know how to pronounce that name, but that's cool art. Scott Hutch. Tomino Cat. A Berserker, no less. We use this one, Foreigner, Mysterious Hero, and X. God Karen, Ruler, Hokusai. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. You have 3 support lists, but who's your favorite servant? If I didn't already ask. Cool Billy the Kid, he grows up. Valkyrie, just based off of the legends. It's just Assassin. That's interesting. Kiyohime. Okay. More Alter Ego. Bathory. That's a different alternate than I've seen. It's Assassin because story reasons. Oh, okay. Paul Bunyan. Really? That's crazy. Why is this Paul Bunyan? That's insane. And then, okay, I can't even pronounce that name. Nakna Raiba Yarundo. That's Paul's costume. But the Paul Bunyan I know is nothing like that. He's a big lumberjack. I mean, to be fair, Jack the Ripper isn't a lolly either, so, you know, it is what it is, but it's sometimes crazy to see what people transform into. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Red Volt Blaze. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, he's definitely fake Grand Ordered. Not my Paul Bunyan. Well, does he, or does this Paul Bunyan still at least have what was the Ox's name? Blue or whatever? Is that still at least accurate? But Enkidu is not your favorite character? Okay, yeah. And then Red Volta, but Red works fine. Okay. Well, then who's your favorite character, Moonzone, by the way? And then also, while you're here, Red, who's your favorite character or servant? She throws blue during one of her attacks. Nice. That's a spoiler. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's just a name, but that's fine. She's actually pretty decent support for setup boss fight despite being a 1-star. Okay. Oh, we finally get to use a saber. Mordred, Shiki, Pendragon, Soji, more Medusa. Another Ibuki Doji. Well, it's the main villain. The main villain of Fate. Okay. Mind if you drop your friend code? Friends list is full, but you're welcome to add me to your follow list if that's cool with you. Sure, I'll do that. As a veteran in Fate Grand Order, when we see 3 different classes, we turn our brain off and choose a Berserker servant. Okay. Yeah, but if you drop your friend code, I'll add you real quick. Fate Grand Order Part 1. So are you saying when you see 3 arrows up, you choose a Berserker? Okay, let's add you real quick. Thank you for sharing your friend code. I appreciate it. Here we go. And then at the top, it shows what the enemy classes will be. And then when we see more than 2 different enemy classes, we just choose Berserker. Okay. Okay, we can still look at your profile too, Red. So then, judging by this, I would assume... I don't know why it's taking a while to load. Give it, I guess give it a second. I would assume this is your favorite if their level's 110. Would I be correct in saying that? Or would I be wrong? Okay, so this is a spoiler character. Nice to see what Ryder can get too in the future. That's cool. So Gray, guy or girl? Because I heard the voice, but I think it was coming from the box, right? And then she's your favorite from the whole Nasu verse. Oh, okay. So she's your absolute favorite no matter what. Okay. Galatea. If you don't mind me digging a little deeper, what makes you like her above everybody else? And she's a girl, but her companion has a different voice. Yeah, okay, sweet. Oh, mysterious Ramaru X. Like the design. Gray is a girl. The QBC in the cage is voiced by a guy. Okay. You got a pretty stacked account too. Van Gogh. That's cool. Got two of them. Ramaru though, some servants actually have unknown gender. Oh, okay. And then that's what you meant to say part 1 main villain is your favorite character in the Nasuverse. And then who would that be then? I don't mind if you spoil it. Gray's little box is just one vampire away from going Star Platinum the world. Good to know. That's a cool Bargast as well. Oh, I'm back on the... No, I'm not on the first page. You still refer to Ramaru as a girl. Oh, I see, because of the design. Well, I guess my initial assumption is girl just because of the outfit, but I guess it could be either or. I order you to reveal. That's wrong to say, never mind. Forget I said that. But cool account nonetheless. I know Astolfo's was debated for a little bit. So if that's the case, we'll choose a Berserker. Why not? Yeah. Well, no, I think in the anime, he specifically says, I'm a guy, or I'm a boy. That's Fate Grand Order being dumb. Phew, alright, we are safe now. Doctor? Yes, I'm not detecting them anymore. Yeah, Jean finds out the hard way true. Fate in general has him as a femboy. Very true. Well, we're all at it. I'm picking up leyline readings from that nearby forest. Very well, Jean and Marie. Marie, did you say? Forgive me, you weren't being rude. You made me so happy. The way you addressed me was so adorable. Please, splendid foreigner. Would you mind calling me that from now on? Like I said, you can look up the top prep screen to see class affinities and enemy classes. Okay. I don't think that really matters now, does it? At least at the level we're at. Yes, Miss Marie, or Mademoiselle Marie, perhaps? Nope, that won't work at all. Just Marie, like that, like the sheep. Oh, not really? Okay. And then welcome back, Morgan Le Fay. I'm pretty sure that's Mary. Nice to meet you, Mary. Astolfo is like that, if I'm not mistaken. As one of Charlemagne's paladins, he kind of has feminine charms. That's why Astolfo and Fate is kind of like that. You can brute force it, yeah. Yes, nice to meet you. I'm Marie. I love understanding gentlemen. Let me guess, you're very popular with the opposite sex, right? Marie, may I speak? Oh, my apologies, I got excited for a minute. How rude of me. Of course. I try to remember at least most people. And, yeah. Your name's a little more recognizable too. And you did happen to join a Fate stream as well. So, it helps to remember a lot. Oh, my apologies, I got excited for a minute. How rude of me. So how may I be of service? A strong ley line was detected in a nearby forest. I'd like to head there and make camp. Is that alright, everyone? Of course, that's fine. Is that alright with you, Amadeus? I try to remember everybody. I mean, I might not remember... Well, I'll remember your favorite servant just because it's in your name. But I at least try to remember one fact or one tidbit of information someone gives me. There's no point in asking for my opinion. Do what you want, Maria. Alright, it should be fine, I think. Let's go there and rest, and then we can talk about our next move. Uh-oh. Looks like some monsters have found the ley line too. Why, thank you very much. Welcome. Let's get rid of them. It's nice to see. I think as far as communities go, I don't want to out other communities, and I'm not just saying this because of this stream. But the Fate Grand Order community has probably been the nicest to me overall. Not saying that any other I've interacted with hasn't, but everyone has been extremely nice and helpful for the most part. And then, am I enjoying my Fate Grand journey so far? I'd say yes. Even though it's still information that I know, it is fun to see what happens. And it's because new players for Fate Grand Order who stream kind of rare, unlike Japan. That's why we love to see new faces. Ah, I see. Yeah, you guys are a very chill community. I think the weirdest is Limbus Company. Am I winning, son? I'm trying. Let's see. Yeah, Limbus is probably the weirdest and quirkiest. Yeah, Blue Archive, I mean... They're Blue Archive fans. I mean, I'm one of them as well. It's always nice to welcome more people to enjoy Peak Fiction. Very true. I mean, even though the gameplay isn't exactly the best, at least the story is still 10 out of 10, entertainment-wise. The game isn't even that weird. This game or Blue Archive. I think the community of Blue Archive is a little goofy. I would say not in a mean way, but obviously more degenerate, right? But I mean, Fate probably has some degenerate... I mean, probably every game has degenerate fans. That's why they're gacha games and why they can be so popular, right? Yeah, they can definitely be something for sure. We're definitely gonna use her ult. Very true. It has some... I mean, this character is a great example of great art you can find a Fate Grand Order. Oh, she does a AoE. Nice. Okay, oh boy, wait till I see someone, the peak female summer servant. Who would that be if not her? Is there another one? I did, and I got her, luckily. Originally she was the cause for me being in Sitao. Ah. I was lucky and I was able to get her. Do I like her by chance? Ah, the final ascension art. I mean, yeah, she's good so far. Now I will establish a summoning circle. I mean, I was able, I think it was last week, to activate a different alternate ending for her Global Phantasm, which was kind of cool. Look, it's Da Vinci. Hey guys, are you enjoying your trip through 15th century France? Now then, let's get started. Let's get today's lecture started. Today I'll be talking about servant categories. Most of the servants that can be summoned are divided into 7 classes. Saber, Archer, Lancer, Rider, Berserker, Caster, Assassin. Each class has various compatibilities. Saber has the advantage over Lancer, for instance, and Lancer over Archer, and henceforth. You'll be interested to see what I think of her once you go through the story she's involved in? Okay. Rider over Caster, Caster over Assassin, Assassin over Rider. And Berserker is strong against all classes but weak when attacked. It's like a game of rock, paper, scissors. Keep this in mind when fighting the enemy. Of course, there are some servants who don't fall into these categories. I'll explain them another time, which is what you guys were hinting at later. And I'm sure, at least so far in this game, there's no characters that I've disliked. At least for the most part. I mean, what was his name? Green hat guy who killed Olga? I mean, obviously don't like that guy, but so far, even the enemy servants, they're still cool and interesting in their own different ways. The most complicated rock, paper, scissors, the more you advance the story. True. Summer events are goofy in Fate Grand Order. JP current summer event is actual insanity. Do you have an example of what that would entail? And then there's the extra class servants. They either unga bunga everything or tank like there's no tomorrow. I mean, that makes sense, right? If they're, I mean, they're special for a reason, it seems. Okay, I don't have any more of that. Okay, so you're saying to click on this thing, right? Touch and hold the icon to view detailed servant information. What is that? The crazy thing going on right now? Yes. Lenore. Evil green top hat guy. And I remember him from the anime. And then it means touch the image of the servant to see their info, touch and hold. I guess you can't do that for a guest. That isn't some made up name. Floros is one of many famous archdemons. Ah, okay. Not the guest servant. Okay, of course it's the one I click on. Oh, so then we can just see it from here. And we can see character skins too, apparently, if you have them. But, okay, so why would I do that, though? Again, what's the point of zooming in on someone like that? And then the Archdemon in one of King Solomon's books. I see. And then one of the previous summer events was stuck in 1 week time loop. We were forced to make the best-selling manga or else time loop would repeat again. Oh, okay. And then to confirm the class in their kit. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's do another Saber, because why not? And then best summer event in your opinion. Okay. Borrow your Morgan and alt them? Why not? That'd be in Berserker. "72 demon gods and Floros is one of many." Yeah. So then what? Okay, so I'm holding on here and I can read the skills they have and I can see if it's what I would want to use, correct? Oh, caster? Okay. Darn, I can't look at that though, unfortunately. Well, okay, Castor is up. Okay, we'll do this one. We'll use N stars. Morgan Le Fay is more like Morgan Le Goat for me. Fair enough. How do we feel about Marie Antoinette? I think she's okay, at least character-wise. I don't remember her in the anime. Now that things have settled down, I'd like to introduce myself again. A little crazy though. For example, in current Japanese events, Miyu Edefeld is so obsessed with her friend Ilya that she started a religion where everyone is Ilya. She's okay. Not your own, but sure. Okay. My true name is Marie Antoinette. I'm from the writer class. She's fun gameplay-wise, Sally, not that great. Okay. As for who I am, I'd be happy if you could examine me closely with your eyes and ears. As for why I was summoned, unfortunately, I have no idea. After all, I have no master. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I'm the same as her. As for why I was summoned, I mean, this art, though, is crazy. And then, for support servants, it'll say the name of the user above them. And then Marie Alter is better in your opinion, but she's not out in North America yet. Darn. Yes, I'm great, but even so, I'm still just one of many artists. Well, I did apply magecraft in my music, but that was only because I was drawn to the sounds played by demons. Okay, we know who Mash is. We know who I am. What's up? Oh my, what an interesting greeting. What's up, my homies? Okay, that's kind of funny though. She works very well with other DPS characters, which is why you'll use her alongside Akko when she comes out. And then Mozart, a 1-star, by the way. Yeah, I had like 5 of them. It seems different when Boogdagoob says it. Perhaps I need to think more like a peasant. Jeez. Come on, don't teach her weird greetings. Yeah, what is up, my fellow homies? My fellow kids? Certified Unk status over here. One... Okay, and then... This is gonna sound so stupid, but all over TikTok right now is the whole 6'7" thing, right? Does anyone know what I'm talking about, or am I just exposing myself here? Okay, oh, I've got it. I have to be more needy. Come on, Amadeus, what's up? It's like 6'7" with Shaq or something like that. It's so stupid. So many things that people are coming up with. And then it was like... Okay, I wonder if I can pull it up real quick. It's so stupid. You know what? We can do a lesson in meme. I hopefully won't get copyright for showing... I can't find a good video that just showcases it real quick. Let's see what this is real quick. No, never mind. This is stupid. This is a stupid segue. Just look it up in your own time. It's just literally like 6'7" and then it's juggling for some reason. Man, I don't know why anything becomes a meme nowadays. What's up? I like Maria. Keep it up. I can feel the love of Sentry beginning to fade. I'm so sorry. What's up is a very stimulating greeting, but I must reluctantly refrain from it. If Amadeus likes it, that means it's not appropriate for a lady to use. Let's not be slanderous here. You're acting like I'm a perfect gentleman who loves dirty jokes. Like 6'7". Do I care about spoilers? I guess it depends on how big of a spoiler it is. If it's like a character death, I would care about that. If it's just like, oh, well, here's a funny little quirk about the servant in the future, that's fine. As long as it's nothing major, it should be fine. Don't blame me, you're a child when it comes to everything. And this. Jeanne d'Arc, yes. And then Marie is cool. She's apparently very hip with the lingo. The saint who saved France, one of the people I wish to meet in my life. I'm not a saint. Yes, everyone knows that's how you saw yourself. But the way you led your life was true, and we all know the results. That's why everyone will always remember and admire the name Jeanne d'Arc. and the miracle of Orleans. Yeah, if it's just like in the future, I don't know, I can't even think of a stupid spoiler. Like her favorite meal is, I don't know, French fries or something because it's French. Like that's fine if that's a spoiler. Of course, your life ended at the stake and resulted in that witch. It's just like Maria to only look at the good parts. Am I wrong, Jeanne d'Arc? Your life was a little out of tune. Jeanne herself is the one who gets hurt when people call her a perfect saint. Listen, Maria, you always say what you think others want to hear. Sometimes you need to scold or deny others. I don't need to hear that from you, Amadeus. You already tell me that every day. Okay, yeah, then who the main villain is really important. Yeah, that would be a major spoiler, unfortunately. Jeanne, girl. Okay. Jeanne Ruler gets a new buff next year. This is what you want, right? You piano brain piece of human garbage. Well, we know what Mozart likes. Both Jean's actually true. Scales, if you like music so much, you should turn into a piano. Okay, that insult isn't that bad. I don't know if I should say this, but when you insult me like that, I feel something. Jolter is a separate character. Ah, I see. Different conversation. But see, you can do it if you try. Give the same treatment to Jeanne. Faster, stronger, more violent. Tell her all of her flaws as you see them. Non, that's impossible, Amadeus. Human garbage like you has nothing but flaws, but Jeanne herself has none. Are you serious? I didn't know you had it that bad. You really did love Jeanne d'Arc, did you? I would say worship rather than love, and a bit of guilt as well. Interesting. A tiny sorry the size of a teaspoon, the natural guilt was foolish royals spilled towards the saint. Marie Antoinette, your words honor me, but that's why I must confess. In life, I was no saint. I held the flag high for what I believed in, and as a result, I stained my hands with blood. Of course, I don't regret that, nor do I regret the Inquisition or my own death. But I shed too much blood. I believed in the dreams of a little country girl. And Jolter's too, she's top tier, very true. At the time, I never imagined how high the price of that dream was. I never regretted it, but never did I feel fear, and that is my greatest sin. That is the nice thing about Fate, is there's really characters for everybody. On both sides, for people who like girls or people who like guys as well. Welcome back, Sir Van Stein. Only the outcome of my actions made me a saint. I do not think it's the right word for a country girl like me. I see, so you're not a saint, right? Honestly, that makes you happy. Your first SSR and favorite servant getting a buff. Nice. Then may I call you Jeanne? Yes, of course. It feels like that would bring back old memories. Wonderful. Call me Marie then. If you're simply Jeanne and not a saint, then I want to be Marie and not a queen. Please, Jeanne, will you call me Marie? Yes, alright. Thank you, Marie. Thank you too. I am happy, Jeanne. And I'm sorry I keep pushing my own views on you. You've lost your own answers about yourself, haven't you? Just like the day I died, not knowing a thing about what was going on, you have to find your own answers. Okay. I feel like that wouldn't be completely accurate, though, no? Because she's the one who got beheaded, right? I mean, I guess it wasn't necessarily... I'm trying to remember history right. Give me one quick second. I'm pretty sure she was well aware of what was going on in the real world. Yeah, she's the one who got beheaded. Was she innocent? I guess how old was she when she died? Okay, she was 37 years old in real life. She definitely knew what was going on. But again, Fate Grand Order is a little different. Fate be having you confused on who to love, so many great picks and people to adore. You can't really choose one besides Morgan wholeheartedly. And then rather than being innocent, Marie, and your opinion is like oblivious on what was happening in France. I mean, I don't know. I would feel like you would hear what's going on, or at least see, but then times were different. And then if you're truly just living in the palace all day doing whatever you want, maybe you don't understand. And then, did she really need to die for the French Revolution? I guess they thought so. Also, true for Morgan Le Fay. Yeah, I mean, the French are French, right? They kind of go crazy sometimes. That was kind of their solution, was revolution like that. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I mean, each country kind of has their own quirks of how they handle certain things, right? Certainly want to treat you as a saint, but I'll stop myself. I won't just believe in you, I'll support you. Isn't that what female friends are supposed to do, Amadeus? Why would Amadeus know? Why is she asking Amadeus? That's kind of weird. Isn't that what girls do, Amadeus? I suppose so, yeah. You guys can go eat sweets or something. Crazy, Yuri has a good video on Fate Grand Order and history talking about Marie if you are interested. You know what? I am exactly interested. Thank you. I just want to make sure. How accurate is Fate Grand Order lore? You might have just found my new favorite YouTube channel for the week. I'm assuming it's this channel, correct? Thank you for that. Sweet. 324 videos. How accurate is Fate Grand Order Draco? Well, I think their favorite person is Melisande by the looks of it. And what's their most popular video, just out of curiosity? Hi by Trong or Oda Nobunaga. Okay, that makes sense. Fate Morgan. That's cool. Thank you. My one and only monarch, I'm sad. They barely do much with her story besides LB6. They gotta give her some genuine level of focus. For a certain degree, Fate Grand Order actually kinda accurate, to be honest. Though there's oblivious major things as well. True. We believe in you too. Fake monsters are a common thing, of course. Well, because I guess you would hope that if you're using people from history, you would at least try their best to do it, right? And then Fate in general puts their own spin on some things. True, like, yeah, King Arthur well, I can't say definitely because I wasn't there, but wasn't a girl. Hey, thank you, thanks for making me feel better. Look, it seems like we have invited someone who wanted guests. No, I don't think you invited them. Well, whatever, let's get rid of them and resume our conversation. Look, like them, we were all having a conversation. How poetic is that? So what if she's absolutely amazing at the things she's good at? That's still not a reason for her to get sidelined, shaking your head. And then there's actually the real King Arthur if you haven't used him, and it's not OG Saber. That makes sense. Because I guess what? The OG Saber is based on the legend, correct? Somehow Fate's King Arthur is more accurate to the myths than most media was with King Arthur. Okay. Also, we can increase NP gauge each turn. Yes, we want to use this. Yes. Sorry I'm not using yours specifically, but in spirit, right? Dang. Artoria is basically the female King Arthur, yeah. And who knew banking on her would pay off so well in the grand scheme of things? Like, out of any person I can't think of a better poster child for Fate than Saber, right? They did such a good job with that. I love this Caster Morgan. She's one of the best multi-core servants, multi-purpose. Well, we're gonna see why exactly in a second. Summer Pool does marry. Please don't break my computer. Okay, that is a pretty one. she does have so many variants. Yeah, I think they're dead. Oh, and she takes a little damage. You should put kind total of 10 bond levels. Sweet. Yeah, for some reason, that servant's bond is going up more than anybody else's, like at lightning speed. I don't know why. Not that I mind or anything. Definitely overkill too. Now I understand the whole world, never mind France, is in danger. Although it's in different form, this too is a Holy Grail war. The damage is from the CE. Ah, okay. Also, this might sound stupid, but whenever I play this game, there's a song that always gets stuck in my head. And it's just because it names so many different people from history, maybe. But it's the song called She's So High by Kai Bachman. If anyone's heard of it, they might understand why, because he mentions like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc. I don't know. It's just a weird thing that pops into my mind. I don't know if anyone can relate. Although it's in a different form, this too is a Holy Grail war. I knew it. It was dangerous when I learned it was a masterless summoning, but I didn't expect this. Now there were 5 servants in opposition, 9 total including Mash, but isn't that too much? The rule of 7 servants is no more, although that doesn't mean infinite. It's not surprising at all if there's more than 7 servants. According to the records, one time a total of 15 servants fought. Oh, I get it, I figured it out, everyone. 80% at her max limit break, 60% non-limit break. Oh, okay. We were summoned so that we could defeat them like heroes. I think you're right. Yes, I finally feel like I found my job in life. It's perfectly fine to be confident, Maria, but we're up against powerful foes. Jean and Mash, as well as me, are used to combat, but you and I aren't the fighting type. The numbers matter less than the fact that they're far stronger. Indeed, Vlad III and Elizabeth Bathory. One carved their name into history as a hero and the other as murderous. I mean, to a lot of people, I'm sure Vlad the Impaler was not a hero. The other that looked like a saber seemed to know Marie. That's right, if she knows who I am, then perhaps she's Chevalier Dion? I'm no proof though. You'd like to see the character you'll come to stand fate-wise? My problem is... I mean... She who? Wait, this was confirmed in the first Singularity. I feel like I'm missing something real quick. And then Dion is another servant that you can't guess the gender. Yeah, and then the problem is there's so many characters to like that I have a hard time choosing like one absolute character. Chevalier Dion, a spy with Louis the 15th's intelligence agency, the Secret de Rue. She was also a dragoon and a... Okay, well it says she right here, so I'm just going to assume she. And a plenipotentiary minister, she, no maybe... Oh no! It's unknown. It matters little, mage from a distant world. She was summoned from a different time than me, but her splendid face hasn't changed. To be fair, they were called a he and she by different people during different times. Yeah, I mean, it was... They literally don't know, but... If I hear the voice and it sounds like a girl, I'm just going to say she. And if it sounds like a boy, then it's a he for me. I see, but it wouldn't be wonderful if she would join us. Like, Dion does fit in that androgynous category much more than Fraudstallful. Yep, there's like conflicting reports saying Dion always hid Dion's gender until the time Dion died. And their voice could be either. Okay, well, we'll see. That might be difficult, I think. I've lost my ruler's ability to see true names, but there is one thing I could see. All of them have been given madness enhancement, regardless of their alignment or background. It's probably the power of the Grail. Even without an episode of madness, it can give them berserker traits. The goal of a Holy Grail war is to get the Grail, but they've already had it. It's not fair. But that leaves one mystery. Why were you summoned? This is just a theory, a game theory. Despite the fact that the Holy Grail war hasn't begun, someone already has the Grail. This is a reversal of causality, a bug if you will, and perhaps the Grail is resisting it. The greater the opponent, the more powerful the Grail's reaction. I see, in other words, somewhere else in France. Indeed, there may be other servants summoned here, like Marie. Oh my, that means I can meet even more people, right? That's not necessarily a good thing, it may just mean more enemies. But whichever it is, we should start searching for them as soon as we can, before the other Jean finds them. Indeed, I've lost my ability to detect servants, so we'll have to depend on Mr. Roman. Sure thing, I can match a full-powered ruler, but I can't match a full-powered ruler, but I can search farther than a servant. Let's take a little break first, you're all tired, right? Yes, rest for a bit, we'll stay and watch. Interesting. And then for the whole Dion thing, is that in real life? Like it was unknown who Dion really was? Because if so, that's kind of impressive to do for the time. IRL, yeah, okay. Well, very cool. You know what, we're gonna do this one, why not? And then, yep, some besides Morgan, I'm absolutely lost on who to choose. Artoria Castor, Arkad, Akko, Jalter, Nero, Claudius, Melt, Charlotte, Marie, Alter, and a bunch of others. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, that's what I believe IRL. And your first SSR was a ruler, and she's a Guda servant, and then I can't make the decision at all. I mean, I'm kind of, it might be, at least in terms of choosing waifus and stuff like that. I mean, why commit to one, right? Or husbandos or whatever. I'm going to patrol the area. Jean, please wait here. I guess some people are like, you have to choose one, but, you know. Is something wrong, Jean? You seem defeated. Are you tired? Marie, no, I'm not tired. I am a servant after all. Well, I mean, from the Fate series itself, when I watch the anime and stuff, it's definitely Jean Alter. Or Jean. Those two would probably be my go-to right now, at least from the story. Yeah. And then Marie, no, I'm not tired. I am a servant after all. You have a figure for her? Lucky. Perhaps you're saddened by the state France is in. I mean, are you disappointed? But I mean, there's tons of art out there. Tons of great characters and stuff like that. I mean, and especially just with Fate alone, Fate fans aren't starving for any content, if you know what I mean. No, I'm not disappointed. Thank you for your concern, Marie. But seeing those familiar towns in flames is a bit hard to bear. Yes, for you especially, this era is exactly like it was when you were alive. It's different than what I feel inside, memories that are still going on. Yes, why don't we take this time to talk? Girls' night out. Excuse me? Oh, is that strange? But both you and I were summoned in the bloom of our youth. You see, I'm not in the middle of Okay, so I love talking about love and romance. I appreciate the offer, but that's hard for me. I know of compassion, but not romance. But you're missing out on life. It's not too late to start. Fall in love with someone, Jean. Yeah, there are a lot of servants in Fate. In JP, I think we finally hit 450 servants by now, and it'll continue to grow. The red... Oh, I did not mean to skip all that, my bad. I was trying to read another message. Okay. Okay, of course, if I get the chance, have you fallen in love, Marie? Of course, I fell in love with a boy who proposed to me at age 7. I think it was my first love. And when I was 14, I fell in love with the king I married. 14, that's kind of amazing. Ugh. When I was that age, I was working and playing in the fields with the other children. That sounds fun too, I'm jealous. It must be such fun to be able to go wherever you want. Yes, it was fun. What I lacked in romance, I made up for in friendship. Did all the boys like you? My hair was short then, so they treated me like one of the guys. Oh, I'm so glad I became a servant. I can't believe I'm having a girl talk with Jeanne d'Arc. And there's still lots of servants waiting to be added. Sweet. Oh, I'm glad... Okay. It's good to be a queen. The honor's mine. Who would have thought that I'd get to talk to the famous Marie Antoinette? It's good to be a servant. I'm just glad that this isn't a real Holy Grail war, otherwise we couldn't chat like this. Marie. Yes? I'm sorry, both of you. It appears to be an enemy attack. I knew it. Oh my. That's crazy. I'll go wake him up. I mean, I guess if you think about it, they almost have infinite content because it's people from history, let alone people they could actually add in the Fate universe. It could go on forever for characters. Okay, someone says Kama is top tier once you get to know her. Okay, I did use her as well. Interesting. Time to fight like proper servants, bravely, gallantly, wholeheartedly, and yeah, beautifully. You know what? I'm thinking that either once I play more Fate Grand... Well, I guess it would have to be once I play more Fate Grand Order and get used to servants and stuff. I was thinking it would be fun to either do a live stream or a YouTube video of tier list. I don't know if it's just going to be like a smasher pass or top tier or whatever, but I was toying around with that idea. Bravely, gallantly, wholeheartedly, and yet beautifully, like a maiden in love. I was thinking of doing one for Nikkei, Blue Archive, Azure Lane. I was just thinking of going down the line for each of them and being like, you know, yes or no, or like they're in S tier or etc. Well, I wouldn't say for me every servant is smashable, but you know. That's what you and I are at our core, neither saints nor queens. But then the only downside, and it might sound a little cringe, is my parents do watch, and I don't know if I necessarily want them seeing that as well, you know? The way I fight has little to do with beauty and elegance, I'm afraid. Even red hair. Now I'm scared to look this up. It's just a horse. Every servant is smashable. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely that's a pass for me. I don't know about some other people. I will say it's crazy that you were able to pull that name out of nowhere though. At least seemingly for me. Jeez. I'll show you the power that I couldn't before. Tomboy princess coming through. I'll dance brilliantly like I wouldn't call her a tomboy. That's interesting. There's gonna be Noah from the Bible Fate Grand Order. Interesting. Okay, and then who's another one that you're saying? Wait till bro knows a guy who would smash. Jeez Louise. I'm sure there is for somebody, but it's gonna sound wrong for saying this, but I would assume maybe for the female Fate fans that they would choose something like Zhang Yu or red hair as smashable, but for me that is a hard pass. As weird as this conversation is. And then one thing that's funny is the main villain is still not summonable. Has a wife? I mean, I'm not surprised. Well, what's the wife? Is that in Fate as well or no? Or is that just like lore and history wise? Well, what's her name then? Oh yeah, never underestimate female player in gacha game, not gonna lie. Yeah. Well, I think gacha games just attract certain type of people, right? Okay. Man, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. So this character, you know what? I hope they're very happy together. I hope they have a happy marriage. Okay, now let's look up this domain guy. I would be surprised to say that I wouldn't assume this guy's male. I don't know how his gender would be unknown, but let's see. And then who's the other person you want me to look up? Yeah, he's kind of got his lots of muscles going on. And then search up. Okay. I'm worried it's going to be another horse or something like that. Okay. And tell me what I think. Okay, and the gender is unknown, but for lore reasons. And then, like a smash or pass for this character, or what? Because I mean, not a bad looking character. I'd say it's a easy smash, but you know. Not bad. Search her summer version. Okay, that's kind of crazy, the images I'm seeing. I think this is still safe to show. I don't think it'll be bad. Yeah, but that's not a hard sell, you know? Horse guy, hard sell. Hard pass. That character, easy. Yeah. It's too powerful looking up these future servants. Sorry about that, everyone. Summer Woo's animations. It'll load back up real quick, though. Only downside to Fate, at least on PC. It really doesn't make sense why they can't just make a PC client, though. That shouldn't be that hard. BlueStack can't handle the too big personality servant. True. It couldn't handle the happy marriage of Zhang Yu and Yume Ren. It was too crazy for him. It's okay, your BlueStacks also crashes, but it freezes instead, closing the game, so you have to close BlueStacks completely. Yeah. It probably doesn't help that I'm streaming this as well. But I know my phone would instantly burn burn up, and it wouldn't work out very well. We'll do that this way. Okay, let's see her ult. Or Noble Phantasm. Interesting. That's some good damage. 124,000. It's the Chinese zombie. You love it. For some reason, I don't know why. What's her name? In Freeren, her name isn't Ares. What's that pink-haired girl's name? The one, Aura, that Freeren tells her to kill herself, basically. For some reason, similar vibes. I don't know. I think her name was Aura anyway. Kira trying not to be such challenge level impossible. It seems like that's the fate, dare I say, of lots of servants. Yes, Aura the guillotine. Also, I don't know if anyone's from soft bands, but I found out today Sekiro is getting an anime, which is pretty cool. And then there was one more announcement that came out recently that was exciting. Yeah, Sekiro anime is coming out. Maybe it was Rerun Season 2 is coming out soon or something like that. I don't... There's one other anime that popped up that I was surprised was coming out so soon. And then servants detected, also multiple life forms detected. Master, prepare for battle. Pikuro and Silk Son. What a drag, I've detected it too. Having good hearing isn't always a good thing. In fact, I hate this sound so much it makes me want to scream. The sound of an enemy's footsteps is worse than highly pitched trumpet. If you're gonna guess, the animation style looks like Mappa Studio, so it's bound to be good. I don't know. It's the animation studio is Quasel. So here are the animes they've done real quick. So we got Sekiro. They haven't really done... you dislike the animation of Season 2 of Vinland Saga as it felt it was lacking? Well, and then Chainsaw Man anime, there's some CGI, and then Attack on Titan studio change. While they did a good job during the movie, I kind of felt the CGI was... yeah, these people are kind of new, it seems. I am excited for the Chainsaw Man. The assassin you just picked up is Usha Wakamaru's teacher. Oh, okay. I'm hopeful that the Chainsaw Man movie is going to be stellar. And of course I became a servant because of my music. I can't detect any sound waves in the air. It's not full screening. There we go. And then, for instance, the sound of you and Maria sleeping when we're camping, I enjoy listening to them both. Okay, this guy is just a creep. Well, not just the sound of you sleeping, I've recorded all the tiny sounds your body makes in my Wolfgang recorder. Sexual harassment. I'm sorry, Mash. As his keeper, I apologize. But bear with him a little. Without his ears, he's nothing more than a pervert. What are you saying? Human beings create filth just by living. True. Only by realizing that you can create true music, life is filth and music cleanses it. I will say, a little side tangent, that there, for some reason, in humanity, there's just something that transcends, is that you can enjoy music even if it's in a language you don't understand, even if you don't know the song. Mozart is on the sus side too. I think he's maybe, I mean, he's just representing a certain fan base, I think, within Fate. Now then, I hear footsteps and drawn swords. Not but boorish noise. I don't write my music for fools, but yeah, music is universal. I just think that's kind of amazing. Yep, can relate. I love listening to JP song despite not knowing their language. And then I think it's even more amazing how you can just enjoy music even without words. So, I think music is one of the greatest gifts of humanity. Or just art in general. So. Increase attack. Increase gauge and see. Okay, for one turn, we'll use that on the second round. Music is the one I'm glad to see humans come together and make. True. Well, I think, maybe it might be cringe to say, but I think video games are quite special in the grand scheme of things as well. Of what people are able to accomplish, or sometimes movies, but movies not as much. I'm glad that hasn't changed in forever. True. Bada bing, boom. We're just gonna overkill. What an interesting voice. Yeah, if you don't know, you can actually get a welfare servant from shop, a free servant from past events like this one you pick. I did not know that. How do I do that? Okay, she has a very... her voice stands out compared to other servants I've seen. Hey, welcome. Oh, there's a... This is a raid going on? Give me 1 second if there is. My bad. Raider from Necromancer 11. Well, thank you very much for raiding. I'm Boog da Goob, and I try to stream Mondays through Thursdays at 9 p.m. Thank you very much. Sweet, my second raid on Twitch, so welcome everyone. That's very cool. I'm sorry it didn't show up. So, this is what's supposed to show up if you raid. Give me 1 second. Okay, so just pretend your name's there. Thank you very much, Necromancer. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. All good, you were busy hitting the JP version of the game. Yeah, sometimes I have widgets and they work, and other times they don't work so well because I'm using a thing called Caster Labs, so... Sorry about that, everyone. I wish it would work, but unfortunately it doesn't always. I hear the summer event is going crazy right now for Great Grand Order. I'm just a new player, so I have barely any idea what's going on. Let's see if we can get these guys. Summer is generally fun, always because of the new servants. Is it new servants or just summer skins for the servants? Nice. Alright, time to use your Noble Phantasm. 2 years, you have to wait 2 years to try to get Summer Passionate. And then, yeah, the summer events line up and it's pretty stacked this year on JP. Okay. So summer... Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sorry you have to wait 2 years for this character. It is a shame. But I'm sure there's many other servants that fit the bill until then. She has a funny skill that turns all damage she takes into healing. And you want it? I don't blame you. Okay, time to use our ultimate. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Wumbus Man. I'm glad that works. I'm sorry the raid doesn't work, but at least the follow works. Okay, this is kind of cool. Using all the elements. 2 years to wait for her two big personalities. Very true. She doesn't do a lot of damage though, comparatively. That is true. You can always just make a Japanese account. Kichi is a welfare servant if you're not wrong. Oh yes, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, she's a 4-star welfare. Unless you grow her to level 100, her damage is just standard. And then switching from YouTube to Twitch. Okay. Well, sweet, thank you. Okay, let's look at this welfare servant. So where do I go for this? The evocation shop. Which is, I assume here, in the shop section. In Da Vinci shop. And then there's a section called evocation. Okay. And then you have a lot of 10-10-10 welfare units. Okay. Have I unlocked evocation yet, or am I still missing it? Because I think it might be this lock thing right here, right? There. So this. You pass it. Leaves of evocation. Okay. Dressmaking bronze. Ah. Okay. You can exchange leaves of evocation in the Da Vinci workshop for event limited servants, as well as their ascension materials and servant coins. Leaves of evocation can be acquired through missions, event campaign, limited time login bonuses, and more. Event limited servants summoned with leaves of evocation will immediately officially join your roster. You will not be awarded rare prism for summoning your 6th or further copy of a certain event limited servant using leaves of evocation. And then the lock section is to make your own grail, something you won't have for a long while. Ah, I see, thank you. So far I can only get Scott Hatch, John d'Arc, Berserker. Okay, Hokusai, Elizabeth Bathory. Okay, 2 versions of her. Oda Nobunaga Archer, Mysterious Idol X, Sakata Kinotoki, Shoden Doji, Quetzalcoatl. Cool. This is very cool. Thank you guys. I think who to choose? She's stupid broken for a welfare servant. Kentucky. You can pick whichever welfare as long as they're in the shop. Their corresponding materials will unlock with whoever you get. Choose whoever you like the most. If you don't know, I always advocate for Kentucky. Or Jean Alter Summer. I don't think Jean Alter Summer was here, was she? Because there's the Arc Alter Berserker. She was? Did I just pass over her? Yeah. Oh, yep, that is the summer. Okay. Thank you, guys. Can we at least hover over to see what they look like? No. Well, I'm not gonna lie. You can click the mark to see it. On the top right. Thank you, guys. Okay. I'd say hold off on getting one of the welfares till you have enough leaves to buy all the NP copies and ascension materials. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm fine waiting. If you're looking for Rex, you say Kentucky Jean Alter Berserker or Hakusai Saber. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll hold off for now on it. Yeah, we can always come back later. FYI, welfare don't change their ascension because you know they're free. True. Very good points. So we'll come back to that, but that's good. Now I have essentially 2 servants unlocked that I can eventually get. Some welfares do get costumes though. Okay. I can eventually get them all. That's good to hear. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm checking something real quick. Let's see, who do we want to use? We just used her. Grud. That's an interesting name. Do I have a favorite servant yet? You know, my go-to answer right now is John. But I'm not very get you out of Britain. That's sad. The goofy assassin? Well, sure, why not? But, I mean, there's so many servants to like in this game. It's kind of hard to pick. they're all good, and well, some characters are better than others, I guess, look and personality wise, but as of right now, since I know so little, I'm still going off, at least based on the anime. Thrud is one of many Odin's daughters. Ah, I see. Okay. All that's left are the servants. Is everybody alright? Does anybody need healing? You're a Year 1 Fate Grand Order player and it changed many times. Brunhilde is your favorite? I mean, Barghast is one that I've seen that I like the look of. But if I'm just going on looks, Brunhilde, Fate Grand Order. You know what? And that's the problem, is they draw most of these characters very, very well. So it's hard to be like, well, I like this one, and then I see another one. You know? She's Thrud's big sister. Got it. Okay. Is everyone alright? Does anyone need healing? We're good here. What about you, Mesh? I'm fine, Doctor. Are they here yet? They're coming. Are you ready? Hello, everybody. What a lonely night. You'd say give it some time before picking a favorite. It's a bit too early. Very true. I mean, someone was saying there's over 450 servants in total, so it's kind of hard to choose, right? Who are you? Who? Let's see. I wonder, who am I? I forced myself to be a righteous saint, but in this world, I'm a slave to a broken one. A broken saint. Yes, thanks to her, my reason has left and I've gone mad. I am doing everything I can to hold myself back. What a mess this is. So while I appreciate your hopes, I cannot join you. Bryn, kinda like Thrud's big sister. One of Odin's daughters, it sounds like. You don't want a servant who'll stab you from behind at every single opportunity, do you? Then why did you come here? My task was to observe you, but my waning reason whispers that I should test you. You face the Dragon Witch, disaster incarnate, riding on the ultimate dragon. If you cannot surpass me, you will never defeat her. Defeat me, plunge your blade into my heart without hesitation. Brunhilde, yes, you had me confused when you said Thrud is the big sister. Sorry. My true name is Martha, now come to me, Iron Dragon Tarsk. Okay. Martha, Saint Martha? Watch out. She once defeated a dragon with nothing but prayers. If she's a servant, that means... Let us see if you are capable of slaying me. She's a dragon rider. Dun dun dun. Prayers, they say, lol. Please go away, dragon. I mean, if it works, it works. Okay, so what makes this guy a goopy assassin? Satan, catch these hands, Martha. I like it. Oh, wow. He's got a crazy outfit. Like the Flash. The DM summoning a Tarsk after having enough of the party shenanigans. It's because he keeps screaming woo. Oh, okay. Like that. Woo. Now, if he doesn't say woo in his noble phantasm, that's going to be kind of sad. He is not going to stand a chance. There's a point redeemed of him saying woo, it's great. Ah, I see, okay. I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of funny. Oh, wow. He has two noble phantasms, actually, but it's hidden because it's spoilers for one of the recent main story. I think he mostly says woo when he gets hit. Ah, okay. Well, he just cleared that for me. Like a Chad, so... Good for him. when he gets hit or uses skills or attacks. Okay. I see, that's enough. Martha, did you hold back? Of course not. This is fine. It's fine this way. Seriously, don't make a saint massacre you. Listen, let me tell you one last thing. You'll never beat the dragon controlled by the Dragon Witch. There's only one way to surpass that type of dragon. Go to Leon, the city once known as... Wait. Go to Leon, the city once known as Leon. Okay? It won't be a saint who defeats the dragon, nor a princess. Ever since ancient times, only a dragon slayer is capable of killing a dragon. Turusk, I'm sorry. Next time I hope I'll be summoned properly. See ya. Even Saint Martha can't resist her. She'd undergone madness enhancement in addition to being summoned. Perhaps it can't be helped. Normally it would be impossible to even talk to her. The only reason we were able to communicate was because of her incredible self-control. Yes, she was peaceful yet fierce as a person, I could tell. She's the Iron Saint. She's a woman like adamantite, who solves things with her fists in the end. They say she defeated the Turusk with a sermon, but I bet she just beat it up. Anyway, thanks to her, we know where we're going. We should hurry, right? Let's get going to Leon. I'm surprised Amadeus seems like, the type of person who'd hate to travel on foot. Oh no, Amadeus loves traveling. He's traveled to many places ever since he was a child. Well, I suppose it's true that I'm used to traveling. I'm getting excited. I wonder what and who waits for us in Leon. Come on, Jean, let's get going. Right. To the city. But I think that is a good place to stop it for the night. Let's see if we can... I don't think we have enough for another summon. Oh, we got a lot of points though. Sweet. Oh, well, thank you very much, Necromancer 11. And also, real quick, give me 1 second. I need to find your name real quick. Give me 1 second. Here, let me follow you back as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then, sadly, you don't. Yeah, sadly what? Oh no, I don't have enough to summon, I see. Yeah, but with that being said, again, thank you very much, Necromancer. I really appreciate it. I'll be streaming tomorrow the Reverse 1999 Assassin's Creed event, so however long that will be. And then maybe I'll just start doing... Well, no, I still have to do a Limbus stream. Well, thank you very much for the follow. Quasi Quote. Thank you very much for the follow. And then, yeah, if you want to ask about things about the game, feel free to pop by as well. Will do. And then always good to see a new master running around. Well, thank you guys very much. Yeah, but tomorrow, Reverse 1999, and then Thursday, Reverse 1999. But Wednesday is just the Assassin's Creed event, however long that takes. But we'll definitely be streaming more Fate as well. So, with that being said, I've been Boog the Goob. Thank you for watching. May God bless you, and peace. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And definitely, you know what? I'll probably make a live stream of it. There will, by the sounds of it, be a Smasher Pass stream, because it sounds like it's what you guys want. So, thank you guys for being great. You were awesome. I had a lot of fun. Peace, you guys. Oh, well, thank you very much for the follow, Varela Valkyra. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. And I'll also try to make sure I get the other widgets working. So, okay, Ray, that perfect, sweet. Peace, you guys.